TGIF. Oh,
She comes in right at the last second.
I'm trying to authenticate a bag. I was deep in, man, deep in.
You must have been. Jeez.
I gotta authenticate this baby.
What kind is it?
It's a Brahmin.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm having
It
very
It looks very promising.
Yes, the stitching is good.
I went to the zoo yesterday. If you hold it up closer, I could probably tell you what type of animal that is. No, I'm just kidding.
So, right, it's not real croc. Brahmin does not really use croc. They use leather that they emboss as croc. But I'm having a hard time deciding for sure.
So have you used, if you can't, you can use the online authenticate. I think it's called Authenticate First. I've used them before.
Do you have to pay for it?
Yeah. I think it was like $15 or something.
I'm not giving in to that yet. No, I don't want to pay anybody my money.
Yeah. Well, it turned out they couldn't authenticate it either. So.
Oops. Do they give you your money back?
No. I was desperate. It was a Todd bag. Todd's.
Yep. I love Todd.
Yeah, it would have been worth about $800 to $900, but I'm sure it's real. Like when you look at it, like you could just tell. But they want it like it didn't have like a serial, like the regular tag on it. But so now I'm just selling it as a regular hands bag, a regular black evening bag for like $20 or something.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. And I felt certain it was because it's from one of my high-end consigners, but you know.
So I was thinking at first, well, it doesn't have the Brahmin plaque on the front, Yeah. But they don't put that plaque on the front of all of theirs. Hi, Shar.
Hi, Shar.
So that's not a deal breaker, right? Like,
no. How's the stitching? Is it immaculate?
I think the stitching looks good. I mean, Brahmin's not like luxury, right? I mean,
right, but
yes, I think the stitching is good. I don't feel it in the stitching. What got me was it's made in China tag, and Brahmin is a U.S. made, but now I am seeing where they're saying that they are.
I was going to say, is anything really made in the U.S. anymore?
I know, right?
Very few things.
Even the stuff made in the U.S., I was looking at, I don't remember what I listed earlier, but the tag on it said made in the USA. And I was like, no way, because it was a modern item. I was like, no way. All materials sourced in China and it's assembled in the U.S. or something. There was a lot of fine print. I was like, oh, okay. They just really wanted to put that made in the USA on the front of the tag and the back explained. Like,
that is really disappointing.
So, Libby, you're posting to Facebook Marketplace today. I know you had some stuff go up. Have you had any issues with them randomly removing things or having items in review? Or I just got a bunch of messages from my auction group people, and they're like, "Why are you reviewing all my stuff?" I'm like, "That's not me. I've had things removed. I did some purses the other day, and like only one of them went through." And it's probably why I'm in Facebook.
Let me pull up my account and see, because in all honesty, I don't pay that much attention to it.
True, and they don't really tell you until you go into your marketplace dashboard and you see a bunch of red everywhere.
All right, well, I'm going in now. I'm going in. No, I don't have anything under review.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably get me. They'll get me. Don't we worry. All right. So what would you do? I have this giant glass heavy plate.
Cake plate?
Cover. Cake plate. It's the, yeah, but not a pedestal. I don't know. Not marked. Do I list it and ship it, or what do I do with it?
I'm apt to use them myself and keep them.
Yeah.
Because I love a good cake plate with a glass dome.
I know it is big and beautiful too.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So when I get those items, I list them in my 24-hour auction group.
I know. This is the second item I've had. I'm like, I wish I had an auction group because I put that baby up so fast, your head would be spinning.
There's one way to take care of that.
That's what she needs, is one more thing to grow and build and have to deal with every day. Absolutely. She doesn't run enough things in her life.
You guys know I'm in the process of cutting everything out.
Maybe she's secretly in the process of cutting things out so she can make time for a 24-hour auction group.
Maybe. I mean, I don't want to make this, that very well could be her reasoning. So who am I to say?
Shar, if you're still watching, have you had any progress on your group? She was working on getting one going in her area.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. How's that going? All right. I need to cross list some stuff while my phone charges, and I need to get up and list.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just list this and.
I mean, it's just going to take a lot of careful packaging, right? That's it. You got this. You can do that.
It's going to take a lot of pool noodles around the edges.
Lots of pool noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the dollar store.
I'll list it cheap on Facebook Marketplace for local pickup, as well as on eBay with shipping. So
somebody was talking the other day about that expanding foam stuff that American Bubble Boy has.
Yeah.
We were in that 24-hour listing room for List Perfectly, and she was talking about how she got like the sample pack. There's you can get like a $30 pack that has multiple sizes and stuff, and she loved it. She had some very intricate like statues and things, like large ones too. They were a couple feet tall. And she was afraid of like tails coming off and whatnot. And she used those around it, and she ordered a bunch more because she loved that stuff.
Well, we need to give her our code for future purchases.
I did.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I shared the heck out of that. So and for those of you watching, go to consignmentchats.com. We have an American Bubble Boy link and code, and I will put it in the comments now as well. Do we still have credits to give away for that?
We have some my go-to packing tape.
Oh,
we do have some giveaways.
Let's do one today.
All right, cool. Let's do it. I think Tommy won the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy did. Where is our friend Tommy? He was early last week. Watch him not show up this week. Samantha's here.
Right? Shar said she created a page but hasn't listed anything yet. She has surgery next week. She's going to wait until she's back home, which is smart. I forgot about your surgery.
Shar is a very smart human being.
She is. That's why she's friends with us.
Duh. That's why she hangs out with us. That's right. That's why she's our friend. That's why.
Love it.
Can y'all hear Nick talking down there? He is so loud somehow.
What is he doing? What, I heard some bellowing. What is he doing?
He's excited about something. I mean, I don't find the banking business to be all that exciting, but he's clearly excited about something.
I have a pony in my living room at the moment, so if you hear squeals and neighing, she's watching a pony movie and very excited about it as well.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm getting somewhere with this. Brahmin Anytime Tote. All right. Somebody's got one listed on Posh for $260. I will not list mine that high because there's a brand new one somebody has on Macari for $250. $130. All right, I want to see the inside of this baby. Show me, show me, show me.
When running comps, does Macari really count?
All right, I feel much better that this is authentic now by looking at all these other people listing that have new with tags, and yeah, I'm good.
All right.
She's good, y'all.
I love her. She's
beautiful. Not my style, but I definitely respect how gorgeous that is.
Yeah.
All right, let's import 30 things. Let's do it.
Do it. 22, baby.
Wow, he's so loud.
Molly, you better get to shopping before somebody buys that stuff you want.
What are you talking about? Oh, the stuff I was talking about for him? Well, if it happens, it wasn't meant to be.
That's clear.
Wasn't meant to be.
All right, let's see how much this baby weighs.
Should we take guess? What do we?
Yes, please take guess.
Are you weighing the cake thing?
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna say 7 pounds, 12 ounces. It looked big. It looked real big.
It's 13-inch diameter.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was 13 pounds. I'm like, dang.
I have the number here, Molly. Would you care to hazard a guess?
I said 6. You just must not have heard me.
It is. I did not. It is 8 pounds, 12 ounces.
Oh,
I was off by a pound. All right.
We're both under. Ooh.
Yeah.
I just want to say I love Ground Advantage. I shipped out.
I thought for sure my name was coming after that, not Ground Advantage.
Well, you already know that I love you too. I tell you that every day.
I was just waiting for it anxiously. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, Ground Advantage. I shipped a book set today, and when Bill, I'm not really quite sure how he packed it. I'm sure it was fine in a box, obviously, but it didn't look like an oversized box or anything. But it was a 14-pound book set, and it was old. It was an old big book set. It's 14 pounds and like 10 ounces or something. I don't remember where it was going, but not anywhere close. And it was only like $9 to ship it. $9 or $10. Like media mail was double the price.
Huh.
So I accidentally had something default to media mail this morning, and I had to void the label on eBay.
That's weird.
Yeah, very random.
Wonder if they got some AI kicking in there trying to pick up random keywords or something to help you.
It was a pair of earrings.
Oh, so yeah, definitely some keywords in there that would.
But it shouldn't have. allowed me to even ship that in media mail. Like if you try to ship something like that, it usually doesn't even let you in media mail.
Yeah, that's weird.
Now I have to wait for my $4.38 64-cent refund.
I know. I hate when you pay stuff. It's like immediate, like boom, you paid it, you bought this. But then when you go to void the one that you're never going to use, it takes 12 years to come back to you.
I know.
These are not loading.
So I got in our break between the our listing that we did on Patreon, our Come List With Us that we did on Patreon this morning. And here I listed that cot that you helped me with, the camping cot. So thank you, Samantha. Yes. Mm-hmm. Because I am on a mission. I said I was going to clear off my table back there before I left for vacation. And I have a lot of stuff I don't want to deal with, like this cake plate with the cloche with the lid, some wind chimes, random annoying.
What kind of wind chimes you got?
I'll show you when I get to them.
Yeah, I like one. I need a good wind chime. We don't have any on our front porch anymore.
Oh, all right.
Do y'all hear the skipping?
You just
and the sound, or is it just me?
I only heard it when you
Molly.
Y'all are like.
It's totally fine when Libby and I talk. I think you just need to zip your lip.
We need to send Debbie back down her way.
Oh, I didn't mean for her to zip that much lip. Jeez.
Oh, look what you did, Samantha.
Scandal. We're gonna have to when we send out the recording for this, we're gonna have to talk about how I made Molly so mad she left.
All right.
She's really sorry. She didn't mean it.
I truly do love you. I do.
Y'all were like rapping when you're talking. It was like I go when you were talking, and I was like, "Is that?"
So you didn't even hear me tell you to shut up. That was okay.
Am I the only one hearing that? No, I did hear you, but it came 7 times. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I heard it on repeat, so I got the point, like clearly.
Well, you sound good now.
What's going on in Samantha's neighborhood right now? Or is that like not good for YouTube?
I don't know, but I'm dying for them to live stream it, whatever it is, because this is right up my alley, man.
Crazy.
All right, I can probably pull it up here. Where's my picture? Anyways, yeah, so we have what is called Sue Rants and Raves. I have talked about this several times.
I thought you were out of there.
I left the group for several years when I was at the hospital and shortly after, and I went back into it because it's really good to advertise stuff in, like that market I had the other day and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's
21,000 people in this group, and there's only like 13,000 people that live in my county. So, an anonymous member posted 40 minutes ago saying, I live downtown, which I do as well. I live downtown and have a suspicion, they didn't spell that right, that someone might be buried in a shallow grave in my backyard. It's a 6-foot long lump. I also don't want to call the police and look like a complete idiot if that's not what it is. I tried digging at it this spring, but there's a bag of concrete dumped over the top of it, and it's not easy. But there's an edit. Oh. So then at the end, they said, so what do I do? And everybody was like, call the police. Like, it's better to look like an idiot than to have a dead body in your backyard. Like, what are you doing? My favorite and Molly's favorite was, we want you to keep digging, but make sure you set up a live stream so we can watch. More people were telling this person to call Mistig and make sure that their utilities were well marked before they were digging than people that told them to call the cops. Like, We're like, well, just make sure you don't get electrocuted, but keep going.
I just said get the jackhammer, man, and go for it.
The edit says, okay. Oh, yeah, they were like, go to Parker's and rent a jackhammer. We have a great store here, a hardware store locally owned, that you can go and rent like excavators and like whatever you want from there for just, hourly or daily rates. So yeah, they were like, go get that. Okay, so edit says, okay, I'm going to PM the Bob Dale folks. That is a man that has been missing for my entire life. And every time something happens around here, they're like, Bob Dale's buried there. So this was definitely a Bob Dale moment. I'm going to get the police involved. If it turns out to be a pile of crap, I'm going to cite this post and y'all can share the embarrassment with me. Okay, we shall see, I guess.
I can't.
Somebody else commented and they were like, I really think that posting this on Facebook was your best decision. Good job.
I'm glad they did.
I mean, I have so many questions. Like, how long have they lived there with this 6-foot lump in the backyard?
Is it even their property? Is it even their property, or do they rent?
Like, there's some. I mean, I don't want to encourage you to get on there and comment, but I really want to know, like.
It wouldn't matter even if you wanted me to, because I'm in Facebook jail and I can't comment.
Right. I forgot.
I can post
things, crazy things, but you can't say anything.
Yep. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't like to get into all the drama stuff, but yeah, I can't, so it doesn't matter.
You're just going to have to make sure you keep us posted. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody did ask how long they've lived there. There's no answer to that yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Many people are awarding them with the winning the internet for the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone says you should call a septic service. It's probably just your tank. Which we have city sewer, so that wouldn't be it.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. It was like that.
Is valid point. Somebody was digging their own septic tank.
I wonder how close it is to you.
Lots of congratulations on finding Jimmy Hoffa. Okay. Mm-hmm. Somebody said, if you could just post the address, we will all grab shovels and come help you. Let
us know where it is. I might be there too.
And stream that baby. Just make sure it's live. I want to watch it like people watch owl babies in the nest.
Right.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, haven't you seen those cameras that point to like osprey nest and eagle's nests, and they have
the eagle
cameras?
One. Yeah, we had one. We have one here actually by my house. But never owls. I didn't know. I've never heard of that.
Well, I mean, I just threw a bird out. Like,
okay, all right. I'm like, I watch an owl. Like, I'm not interested in the eagle cam, but I watch an owl.
Just, throwing it out there.
I definitely watch an owl. Don't watch the eagle cam, but I definitely watch.
I would watch eagles. Love eagles.
There was one that a zoo did on like a pregnant giraffe or something, and I never really got into all the hype around those things, but I did check daily to see if that giraffe had that baby yet, and they
I saw that giraffe have that baby. Did you watch?
Yeah,
I did too.
Really?
Oh, wow. I was invested in that baby.
Oh, that's so cool. Boy, imagine we might go viral if we could get like a baby giraffe cam.
Libby, you gotta get pregnant. We'll just stream my
listen, this is why I need a baby hippo. See, if I got a baby hippo, we could put a cam on it, and think of how viral we would go if we watched our baby hippo.
Diamond's basically a baby hippo. Should I put the Osmo on her? We could just see the day in the life of Diamond.
It would just, all you'd see is the arm of the couch all day long and a little piece of blanket.
Couch, right? A lot of drool. People would be like, "Oh, it's raining." I'm like, "No, I gave her a treat. That's all that is."
Oh my gosh. Yes, but what would be attracting the right audience? We would not.
No, we would not.
We would not be attracting our ideal people.
Nick's having a ball down there, man.
Finances are very exciting.
I might have to change to the banking world. As much fun is going on down there.
I know. Usually, it's all you. It's you that's having all the fun. Jeez.
Right? He's partying like a rock star this Friday.
Maybe they're doing an online happy hour or something.
It is Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I see? That got me back on Facebook. Okay, focus. No Facebook.
All right. So I'm gonna talk a little serious here for a second.
Good.
Reminds me. Good. All right. So everything when you look for something, all of a sudden it's everywhere. You know how you guys have been on me about unfollowing people and setting like more hard and fast boundaries and all of that good stuff, right? So everything I've listened to in the past 2 days, and you guys know I listen to a lot of like Mel Robbins, self-help kind of stuff. Because you see it in the feed, you know what I'm into.
Do you really? I didn't know that about you.
So everything is about cleaning up your social media feed and just really making sure that you don't have,
negative
following any groups, like nothing gets in your feed that is negative or just really gets you down.
It sparks that angsty feeling, like certain comments that I see pop up in your feed, and when I see people comment, I go, why is she friends with them? And then it gives me anxiety.
I had that anxious feeling this morning looking at some of the feed. I understand. But if you want to add Sue Rants and Raves, it's SAULT. And apparently people are finding dead bodies. I think that is something you could put on your social media feed. That would be.
Y'all, this bag is so awesome.
So do you know how to clean up your groups real quick? You can weed out some stuff with that too.
Samantha's a real good cleaner upper. She cleans up so much she puts her own self in Facebook jail.
I'd prefer not to be on anything, but that's not really I don't even like saying it's not a possibility because that's just an excuse at this point. Yeah. Oh, Judith loves Mel Robbins as well. Yes. She's awesome.
Hi, Judith.
So see,
I'm always like, Samantha, Mo, you gotta listen to this episode. You got to. And they're like, oh gosh.
Listen, no, I like some inspiration. I do. I just can't. And maybe this is a sarcastic part of me. All day, all long. Like sometimes I just got to be a little sarcastic pain in your butt. So
right, I need a little snark here.
Yeah, I gotta have snark in my life. I can't be all butterflies and roses and let's go rule the world together with happy face. Like every now and then I gotta throw some shit.
I don't think Mel Robbins is like that at all.
I think the other side too is
maybe it's when you bring it to us, it comes like that, and that's the angst.
I try to present you with the good parts of it, and this is what I get.
So you're not being negative enough. Lady sends all these beautiful like memes to us, and then I send the like funny ones back, like that are so like snarky and inappropriate.
Yeah.
No, I agree, Judith. She is very real. I'm not. It really is nothing with her. I like her. Everything I've ever listened of hers and read of hers, I do like. It took me a little bit to get used to her voice and podcast, but once I got connected with that, I'm good. But no, I got to give Libby a hard time. It's a
oh yeah, that's our job.
It's our job.
That's our job.
We all have our things that
if her cheeks aren't as red as the flowers on her scarf, we're not doing our job.
Right?
Oh my gosh, guys.
Well, I mean, we all have our things. Like y'all get on me about stuff. We all have our things. That's how
well,
we
Libby,
roll.
Libby needs a little snark in her life too. That's why she has us. Duh.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I want to keep her more real than Mel Robbins real. Like she needs the whole full spectrum.
I'm in snark recovery right now. I can tell you that. I spent my
Then
whole
why
life
are you-
being snarky.
You do know you're coming to my house Sunday and you'll be with me for like over a week, right? I mean, you do like, are you?
And I plan on improving you while I'm there.
Everybody's gonna want live feed of that right there. Can you live feed that?
I'm gonna work on you.
I plan on improving you while you're. Oh God!
Wow.
And you
Molly,
know
I
what's
just want
really
you to know
bad
that I
about
love
it,
you just the way
Samantha?
you are. I love
Thank
you
you,
just
Samantha. But you know what's really bad about it is that Nick
What?
jumps right in there with Libby when she's here. It's like I get doubled up on, and I can't like.
I'm
It's
imagining
unreal.
that. Mm-hmm.
It's unreal the way they are.
Molly, we might not see Molly for a while. Like there might be another 7-week vacation after this week of us
not
hanging
West
out.
Coast Molly. Not West
'Cause,
Coast
like,
Molly.
It could happen. West
I'm
Coast
gonna
Molly
have to
could be
see
that.
this storage unit, and there's gonna be some tough love. Like
You're gonna see the storage unit?
I'm gonna have to. She doesn't know that she's gonna show me the storage unit.
Oh, you can see
Yeah,
the
but,
storage
like,
unit. I have no problem
Nick will.
taking you to the storage
We'll
unit.
have to go get more buckets, right?
Yeah, I'm all for you getting buckets
What?
and listing while you're here. I'm 100% for it.
Oh, because she's gonna put me to work.
I'm all for it. We'll go get buckets when both of you are at my house. Yeah.
I work like a dog when I go to visit her.
Libby does, but you know what?
Well,
Nick feeds her well, so she's.
Yeah, I work for food. Yeah, Nick makes all these delicious vegan recipes, and it's awesome. Yeah.
I'm all about that. I'm there for that. He's gonna
Right.
hear all my dietary restrictions though, and he's gonna be like,
done. It's listed on Facebook Marketplace, local pickup, and eBay with shipping. And I spent way too long debating what to do with it, but I'm putting it away. It's done.
good job. God, that takes up a lot of shelf space.
This is one heavy handbag, and let me tell you, it's so groovy cool. Look at that leather.
That is cool. That's like
Look at that satchel.
that's
It's
hardcore.
from Berlin, Liebeskind, Berlin. It's really cool, but it's very heavy. But it's really cool, and it's really about to be listed.
It's a good style for right now, I feel like.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, other people feel that way too. When I list it.
All right, I gotta stand. Too many big items here. Oh, stop. Damn it. Ooh.
Do you ever it wasn't me? It wasn't me.
Do you see me sitting here? I'm like, did I really just hear what I think?
You know,
Well, if you saw the precarious situation I just created with a piece of glass behind my desk that is hooked onto something,
yes,
so I can't lower my desk or raise it. It was worth a little swear word there.
I was just gonna say, so I'm gonna. There's a shelf next to me that I literally don't use anything on it. It's overflowing with stuff, but I don't use anything on it. So that's getting cleaned out on Sunday, and it's coming out of here because every time I raise and lower my desk, I have to like make sure that it's not hooked on anything, and then I can only go so high because I have my snack shelf. Like, and if my chair is under my desk, I can't lower it. All of a sudden, my chair starts crunching down. I'm like, oh crap!
All right, these are the wind chimes.
Oh,
wait, I want to see those.
Oh, this is funny. Wait.
I want those.
yeah.
So they were a gift to a teacher. And look, they say Colonial School District on them. Happy retirement. And it has their name. I'm glad I opened it. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I was about to say I want them, but I don't know that I want her name on them. But oh my gosh, I love those.
Now, what the heck am I supposed to do with this?
Let me hear the sound.
Cut the bottom off.
Well, they're covered in plastic, so it's not providing the right sound.
All right, well, I'll buy those and then I'll just put something over her name.
Or you could unattach it and unattach it. Oh my God. You could detach it and tie something else to unattach. You could unattach.
They're gorgeous wind chimes. This was her retirement gift. My gosh.
Yeah, I love big wind chimes like that. So for sure.
You just bring them to me and I'll put them up.
We'll fight over them.
Astarin is the brand. Astarin.
Y'all, have y'all ever listed anything on Vestair?
Vestair, is that the one where you have to send the file in?
I don't know. That's where I just found this purse.
File.
I found this purse there, and I thought it was like high-end stuff, which this I think is where it's from. But I'm just surprised when I look at the listings that the pictures are like on a hardwood floor. Like the first one's background is gone, but the rest is like. I always thought of it as a higher end kind of thing, so I'm surprised at the photos, is what I'm saying, I guess.
Oh, Judith is my people.
I was just gonna say, you got to read that. Pop that up on the screen.
All right, she said. So swearing is a no-no. I am uninformed. I would make it 5 minutes. Does not bother me, FYI. Perfect. So you'd be great over in the rest of our community for all the unrecorded stuff, because I swear like a sailor. I was raised by a construction worker and a truck driver, and F words are my favorite. So when we are live and recorded and all the things that go out to the public, the girls have to keep me in line. And I usually swear at least one time during these and then get reprimanded, quickly cover my mouth. Like, I mean, we're monetized. So it's all part of trying to make pennies here. Like,
right. It's an all part of a monetization thing with YouTube. You got to keep it family friendly in order to.
And everybody thinks
so Mel Robbins drops the F bomb sometimes on hers.
The fact that came out of Libby's mouth is shocking.
Exactly, because everybody thinks I'm the crazy sweary one. Molly's in the middle, and Libby is like this saint that like doesn't ever. And I'm like, guys, if you knew her for real,
I can't hear you. I'm hoping everybody else can hear. Libby, can you hear Samantha?
Yeah, I can hear her just fine.
Okay, I can't hear either one of you.
Oh,
what the heck?
Well, it's Deborah.
I cleaned my glasses and my computer sound goes away.
It is only natural. I've been told that I swear very classy like. I don't know what that means, but I thank them. Yeah, so I'm the one that is just the wild card in all of this, and they're just trying to make sure that I don't have the channel taken away from us kind of thing.
So I think we need to bring back that reel Molly did of us before we actually hit record. The one that's all bleep. We're talking and we're all bleeped out.
So much bleeping. That
reel is the best.
Judith,
God, it's so funny.
Judith can hear all of us. Thank you for clarifying that. And we can hear you, Molly. Can you hear us now? I'm assuming that's a no, or she's frozen. I don't know. Do you want to go dig up a body in somebody's backyard? I'm tempted to just go for a walk. Oh, she's gone again. She's having issues.
All right, I have 2 of these sweaters. One has a boo-boo on the front of it. Wondering if I should clean it. British wool naturally.
Ooh.
These cable knit sweaters.
Ooh.
This one has a stain on the front, but the other one is mint, I think.
Does it look like it's going to be easy to clean? Because that's a nice sweater.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. You know, my rule, I don't clean consignments, but
my rule is that I don't clean consignment either, but that's a nice sweater. I was watching a 90s movie the other day, and I don't even remember what movie it was. It was Beethoven. I watched Beethoven with our granddaughter. The whole time, I'm just like, oh my God, that sweater would sell for so much. Oh, look at his cardigan. Oh my God, look at that. Like, I just wanted to sell everything in there.
Oh, that's great. Wonder what's going on. Gosh, you think she's the one having the storm and trees crashing down?
I know, you're in the tornado warning and she's got tech issues.
I know. I wonder if it's over yet.
I'm just over here being a real YouTuber. It's so funny. Aspen is just blown away. She walked in, she saw my microphone and the camera, and she's like, you have a camera? And then we did our motivation in minutes. So I was like, yeah, come meet my friends. And that's when she's out here talking to you guys. And oh, Paul's here. It's time for us to end the live. That's usually how that well, we're still on.
He usually ushers us out. Hey, Paul.
Hello, Philly Flaper. But yeah, she goes, Grandma, you have a camera. And I was like, yeah, come meet my friends, do whatever. And then I showed her the headphones. I was like, aren't my headphones pretty? They're rose gold. And she's like, what do you use those for? And I was like, well, for when we go on YouTube. You're a YouTuber? And I'm like, well, yeah, we do videos and stuff. Like about selling things? You can do YouTube for that? Because she is fascinated with reselling. Like everywhere we go, she's like, are you going to sell this? You just bought that. Why are you? It's either are you going to sell it or why are you selling it? You just bought that. Don't you want to use it first? Like, but when I put on that Osmo the other day to test it out, and we walked into the deer ranch, and she announced to the entire gift shop that her grandma is a real YouTuber.
Just don't let her. Just don't talk to the Commonwealth. What is it? Picker?
Yeah.
Commonwealth Flipper, whatever. Just don't talk to him because he would destroy that for her.
Right. He knows that we are not real YouTubers. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll go with the 8-year-old instead of Kevin. That'll be great. Yeah. She thinks I'm real famous. She goes, when I get home, when I get back to Wisconsin, Grandma, I'm going to watch you on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, honey, you do that. And see, one more reason why I can't swear. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I have to move my desk down, but I'm not sure how I can do this without.
Yeah, you have too many trinkets and things back there. There's too much glassware behind you. Okay, I don't know where in Florida you are, but I'm assuming you're doing well. Did you have any damage from the hurricane? Molly is still having issues from the hurricane. She's in North Carolina, so
apparently, yes, my internet is just crazy. No, there was an update on my, as you call it, Crapple did an update overnight on my iMac, and it's giving me problems. So I just had to do a forced shutdown, and now we're back.
Hashtag Team Joy.
Yeah, you sound good. Yeah. All right. And Nick's still on his conference call.
That's
Nick
right.
No, very excited about financing.
I did see that his. You must have done a live. I must have watched one of your videos recently because I did see somewhere where you talked about your pool. Or did you tell us that last time on our live that you lost your screen? I don't remember if it was a video I watched of yours on YouTube or was it.
I don't remember hearing that before.
Maybe he said it on a video, or I saw him write it in a post somewhere. Have y'all seen this puppy?
No.
Did he get another husky?
He's a little baby.
Aww.
Its name is Sky, and it's so cute. Last vlog. There we go. Yes. I'm on top of things.
She's up to date. I'm not.
You even watched my vlog the other day. She was on my vlog the other day. That's
yes,
how
I did. I came and commented. Yes. So look at me with this. I feel like I got to get this listed because it's going to give me neck problems. See? Feeling the love. Y'all, his puppy is so stinking cute. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture to share through. I'm going to do a screenshot on YouTube, and I'm going to share the puppy up on the screen so y'all can see it. Y'all watch me now. Hold on.
This is not listing together. That's
okay. This is fun.
I'm listing.
All right. I'm going to mute myself for a second while I look this up. Of course, with this computer problem, I might not come back.
I know.
Guys, we only have a few more days, and we're going to be all hanging out together. It's It's going to be great. I'm so excited. And I'm like 1,000 times more excited than you guys because you guys just like vacation all the time. I haven't got to go on any vacations this year.
You've been gone every weekend. Come on.
That doesn't kayaking and all the hiking. That's just summertime. I haven't got to go on a vacation.
Well, yeah. So you should be extra excited.
I am extra excited. I told my husband we need to go back on that river we were on a couple weeks ago, though, with all the rapids and stuff. I was like, now that I have this camera, and he is like deathly afraid of bringing that camera anywhere. And I'm like, no, it's made to like, I can plunge it underwater. I can do whatever. And he's like, no, it goes in the dry box. You don't even, and I'm like, no, I'll keep my phone in there. Like, how are you not worried about how often I have my phone out that is not able to be plunged underwater? That will stay in the dry box. How do we block people on here? I'm just wondering because Paul's putting me at the bottom of the list here. I thought I was his favorite, but whatever.
I don't know. Molly's the one that blocks people. I've never.
He's got so many channels. He'd just come back on another one.
Did you just say I'm a blocker?
You're the one that blocks people. Yeah.
What block? All right, hold on. I don't block. I just unfollow people that I don't want to hear.
No, but I mean, when we've been doing YouTube, if we get like a creeper, you block.
The creeper people. Yes.
And at least you're not doing a very good job because do you see who's in the comments? I mean, come on, guys.
All right. Did we decide it's okay?
I'm going to have to text Joe and tell him to come take care of this. Like,
did we decide it's okay I show pictures of the pup?
Yes, show pictures of the pup. Oh, are Joe and Nicole in Vegas right now with their daughter?
Huh?
Are Joe and Nicole in Vegas already with their daughter? I know they're going on a trip with her, then to Nashville to see Ray, and then to us in Gatlinburg.
Well, they better hurry because they're good. But it's not far away. All right, y'all look.
I know.
Look at that puppy.
Aww.
Look at that puppy.
That puppy looks so scared.
I think it's a Pomeranian Husky mix. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's what it was.
Oh, Paul. His next channel is going to be named I Love Molly. He's going to pop in on that one. Huh?
Wait, so what? Do you have one channel, Paul?
He's literally commenting as more than one channel. If you look, they're quite similar, but not.
It's
a little.
It's a little baby. It's so cute. So cute. Makes me want a puppy. But then I remember I travel too much for that. So
I feel like when I send you pictures of Diamond sleeping in my bed, that should hinder you from wanting a dog as well.
Right.
That midnight video I sent the other night of me, I should have videoed me having to drag her, physically dragged my 120-pound dog. Oh my God, there's more. I forgot about that one. I've started with him on
I was just like, just make sure you like and comment from all these and hit the bell and all that for us, would you? Make sure you're subscribed from all your channels. Hook some girls up.
I started with him on all of these, but then he like the live one. Do you even go live on that, Paul? Like, isn't that your regular channel now? I can't even keep track. I don't know.
So the cow flop is going on.
Stop it. Are you going to the cow flop?
Please. So it was going on last night while I was doing my live sale. I hear the music from while I was doing my live sale. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to go Saturday night. I'm going to go Saturday night because my son's coming and he wants to get funnel cake and stuff. Yeah.
So is it like on like the street you live on? Like it's right outside?
Well, I don't live on a street, so
you live on a highway. That's why I'm concerned.
Highway,
but I know there's a bar across the road. So
there's a rest. So it's my house, a bar. Across the highway is a restaurant. And then on the other side, catty corner. So it's, I don't know, a couple 100 feet is the fire hall. And the fire hall is where they have the cow flop. So yeah, it's literally like my backyard.
All right, so I want to stop for a minute. Can we stop for a minute? I want to hear in the comments, how many of you in the comments know what a cow flop is?
Oh, there we go. I was going to have her explain it, but I would like speculations first.
I want people to put what they think that is prior to Libby explaining exactly what this is.
And if you think, oh no, that's too crazy, that's not what it is, it probably is.
Yeah. How many channels are there? Hold on. 1.
I didn't know he had this Philly flirter one.
3,
that's hilarious.
4, 5. 5 channels? How do you keep up with that? Judith, I'm glad yes, I love using the mannequin for my pictures of my handbags, for sure. I do have a hook up on the wall that I would do, but I feel like, especially with crossbodies and all, the mannequin's better. And then I have a little pin. I don't know if you can see it, but I have like a little tack that I put on the shoulder to hold the strap if it's only a single shoulder, so it doesn't slide off my mannequin.
Well, that's smart. I need to go find a pin.
Go get yourself a little thumbtack or something.
I was photographing bags on mine the other day, but Facebook kept taking them all down, and I just wanted to auction them in my Facebook group, but I gave up on that. Apparently, a nice blue coach is like violating some sort of policy. I even appealed it, and it like immediately were like, no. But they don't tell you why. They just say it goes against a community standard. I had other coach items listed. They were fine. Oh, we're looking at something. Hammered something.
Oh no. I'm measuring it. The measuring tape is down on my thing.
Oh,
I
thought.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. No, I don't need to. I don't need to.
Sorry. No. All right. Judith does not know what a cow flop is. Any other guesses from our friends what a cow flop is before Libby goes into deets?
Cow flop festival. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
We have outhouse races here. In the wintertime, they like ice down the street, block it off, and then teams come together to build the best outhouse that they then race down the street. And it's not a hill, like you have to like push it or
That's weird.
I'm working on it. I was cross-listing.
Oh, Shar knows what it is.
Shar knows. She's
They have one. They have one in Steamboat. Yes,
she knows for that reason. She also knows because she's an OGC chats girl. That's why.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
So it's like a fair-ish. No rides or anything. Lots of drinking, and there's all sorts of food. But then there's cows, and they make like a checkerboard, like almost like a checkerboard, and each checkerboard has the number, like in the field. It's spray painted on the field, and they put like numbers in each square, and you can buy a square, and they let the cow out, and wherever the cow flops, goes to the bathroom, is the winning square.
Now, what happens if it's on the line or the cow has?
They divide it. They sometimes I think they weigh
splatter versus cow plop. What if it's a cow?
So I think they weigh it to see what square it's in. But it's all. I think also sometimes they might divide it between. I have to check out. Weigh it, yeah.
Like they scoop it up and weigh the poop.
I have to see what's in square, which square. Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God. What if he's constipated? Like, how long do you wait?
Oh, the one year it was crazy. It was like over a day. Like people were waiting hours. It was crazy. Yes.
Oh, see, Judith needs more on the outhouse races. Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, they have it every year during the chili cook-off near Shar's area.
Oh, well, I hope they do give the cows some of that chili.
That would make it happen. Yeah. They must gamble on it. They must. There's gambling.
Yeah, so I don't.
Oh, it's Friday afternoon. My brain is tired. I need a descriptive term for these things.
Studs.
Thank you.
I call them studs.
Pokey pyramid things.
Pokey pyramid things. That's where my brain was, Samantha.
Liz,
Friday afternoon.
Go to List Perfectly. Use the Express Lister and turn it on to very funny and see what description pops up for you. I'm still trying to figure out how to rework my workflow so I can use the Express Lister to do
what I'm waiting for you.
The title and the description for me.
That's what I'm waiting for you to show us the perfect flow using all of that with what we use.
I need you to reach out to our Consign Cloud people and really dig into it deep.
Dig into that like a cow flop.
Like you're gonna weigh a cow flop and settle some gambling disputes.
Dig into that like that cow flop.
I should have got the Osmo Action camera. I should have got the DJI camera. I could have brought that up to the cow flop and done I could have done that.
I think you just need to have Avery to the drone. The drone would be better anyway.
I was thinking I actually am gonna have him bring the drone and get some shots tomorrow. If the weather is good.
There we go. All right. Listing time. I need to list. It's pretty bad.
Not anything accountable. I'm like halfway through my pile here.
I know. Well, see, that's why I don't like to sit down. Because then I'm not very good at getting back up.
Yeah.
That's why my desk is always up.
Yes.
My phone is charged. Good to go.
Y'all, I am getting handbags listed that I have had for Oh, hey, Carmen! Carmen's in the house. Carmen, how are your nails? Wasn't she getting her nails done today?
Yeah.
Did you get your nails done? Carmen in Canada.
I love the one day she was like, I have an emergency and I need to make an appointment ASAP. And I was like, oh my gosh, Carmen, what's wrong with you? Is there anything I can help with? And she's like, I broke a nail. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Well,
right.
Well, it is ladies' night up there at Northern Bargains.
That's right. Ladies' night. She's got to have her nails just so for ladies' night. I agree.
So where the heck you got all of those gorgeous handbags, Molly?
Listen, I've had them all for so long unlisted that I don't remember. I think I got this one in Florida. This was one of my favorite Florida swings.
Oh, but they're yours.
This one I got so long ago that unless the tag is still on it, I don't know where I got it. You know what? This may have been a Charlotte Goodwill on this one.
And that is why, folks, we call it a money mountain. Like, she is literally sitting on a mountain of high-end handbags at this point. This is insane.
This one,
give me some anxiety.
This one has the tag. There's a Tory Burch down here too that's been sitting forever. Wonder what this tag is from. I don't remember where this was.
Who does that? That's like, I would be like,
even like those boxes from Colorado from my new consignor were delivered today, and when it sounded like, yeah, and I kind of want to open them, but like I also need to list this stuff. So
oh no, maybe the new one from Colorado.
You know when I got this one when we went to Maine?
For Fox's sake.
You bought that? I wasn't with you.
It might have been on our way to or from, but yeah, this was from the Maine trip.
2 years. That was 2 years ago.
A year?
Yeah, I think that was.
No, it was 2. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
But that was last May.
No, it was 2 years ago in August.
Oh. Well,
it's been sitting in that room over there for a little while. Sorry about that, but it'll get listed.
Holy.
She's just doing this on a YouTube live because she knows we can't like really come down too hard on her because people get mad at us, Samantha. But like,
people are always like, you need to be nice to Molly. I'm Team Molly. Samantha's so strict. Oh my gosh. I just don't want her to have beautiful purses sitting in her room for 2 You know, it can't sell unless it's listed, right? I feel like you know that. Okay.
I do know that.
I don't know why my sales are so low.
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna get some heat for that. All right.
I know. They're gonna come after us. Everybody's gonna be hashtagging Team Molly.
Yeah.
Y'all just go ahead and start hashtagging Team Molly. Come on, friend.
If Paul's still watching, he's gonna be telling her she's the favorite again.
That's called enabling.
Is that what it's called?
It is called enabling. Yeah.
Look, I get it done when I need to get it done.
2 years later, that's when you need to get it done.
Wait, when Libby comes to visit. That's when it gets done.
Right.
No, Molly lists a lot of really cool stuff.
That's why she keeps extending my stay when I'm there next week. She's like, no.
I mean, let's not act like I'm sitting around eating bonbons before Don can sell them all the time. I mean, I'm working.
That's true. You do lots of other great. Yeah, if you could keep up with all the editing and the things you do for all the rest of our business, that would be great. So
we would.
I'll come.
We need to zip our freaking lips, Samantha, is all I can say. Because
remember when
she started listening all the time, and like we would have no C chats videos, very little social media.
You remember when she went to Washington and like C chats almost dissolved completely? Like,
please,
yeah,
please.
Yeah. It was rough.
Y'all did just fine without me.
It was like she was on another planet. It wasn't even like she was still in the country. We did miss you terribly.
It was even just this morning. We were talking about how we don't miss West Coast Molly at all. Because I said, "Oh, summer Samantha is like West Coast Molly," and everybody's like, "No, that was worse."
We all missed her so much.
What are y'all going to do when I move to the West Coast?
When is that going to happen?
Yeah. When you move to the West Coast, you can still work from the West Coast. I mean, it's not like we're geographically close now.
The difference is when you move there, you'll have to work more because you'll have to have some of the same meetings, but in a different time zone, so we can offer more to our Patreon members, because we definitely brainstormed that while you were gone. And
we did. She thinks she's laughing. No, we totally did. We're like, yep. She can definitely be like grab the West Coast audience and make things a little bit better, more time zone friendly to the West Coast.
What's in your cup?
You were about to have your own motivation in it. That's a great idea. You guys don't let me swear on here, but like I'm gonna go grab me a twisted tea. I'll be right back.
Nice.
You are certainly allowed to have a twisted tea on here.
I actually think I have a twisted tea up in my fridge.
Y'all are so twisted. Oh. Backpack down.
I don't think they go bad, right? It's been up there for a while. Or maybe it's not. It's in a can. I don't know what it is. But I can tell you it's one of the only things in my refrigerator right now.
Oh, well, that's kind of sort of sad.
it is really. It's. If I took a picture of what my fridge looks like right now, you would.
Well, you're getting ready to come here, so
I'm getting ready. I live by myself. I'm getting ready to come visit you, so it's just.
I get you.
My mom has been delivering me meals, so it's like
nice.
I don't. Every time I cook, she is like, oh wait, I have spaghetti. I'll bring you some up. Right? I just made this. I have this. And then when my son's here, when Avery's here, she brings up platters of stuff. So she brought a platter, I think, when you and Nick were here too, didn't she?
She sure did.
Always carrying platters of stuff up the yard. And she doesn't like to cook. She's not one of those people those, Italian grandmas that likes to cook and feeds people all the time. Totally not her. Okay. Samantha, I think I have some in my fridge. I might grab one.
Just a warning, though, by the time these both are done, we'll have to end the live stream because I don't remember the last time that I drank alcohol. And 2 gets me feeling pretty good. So let's do this. What time is? Oh, my God, it's only 4 p.m.
You got to, I know. You know what? I have a private previewing of a sale that I got to go to.
That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know, Judith, how was your preview of what were you doing, an estate sale last Friday?
Ooh.
Oh, you weren't here, Samantha, but she was going to I forget if it was a preview of an estate sale or whether it was
a preview. Yeah.
Yeah. I kept thinking about that and then I totally forgot to ask.
No, Summer Samantha hasn't been to one of these Friday things in a while.
Yes, I've one today I got to go to. I don't gotta, I get to.
You get to. I'm going, our channel is going to just blow up with thrifting and sales. I'm going thrifting tomorrow when I go to Wisconsin.
Hey, I'm going tomorrow too.
And then something from Minnesota flipped up in my thing. And I was like, oh, that looks like an awesome sale. And I was like, Bill, you think we can go to this? Like, what are you thinking, eh? And he's like, that's in Minnesota. And I was like, oh, never mind. And I was like, wait, we're already going to Wisconsin. It's only another 4 hours. He's like, no, we're not doing it.
Okay. Judith, that's awesome. Great. Here, let me share it. I keep forgetting about sharing because people don't see it on the rewatch, right?
I forget about that too. I love uranium and I also love salt and pepper shakers. Few old plush. Oh, yes. Old plush.
Plush sold same day as listed. Woo!
That's awesome.
Love
Good
it.
job.
Love it. Whoop, whoop.
So my granddaughter Aspen, who's been staying with us this week, loves plush. The kid, if you told her you're never going to get her another toy in her life, she'd be fine with that as long as you still got her stuffed animals and plush. And I keep telling her, every time we go somewhere, I'm like, no, you don't need that. No, you already have lots of stuffed animals. You can only get that if you get rid of other stuffed animals. And I bought her a couple. Well, she appropriated a couple because there was some Build-A-Bears I bought that are now hers, apparently. But now I'm being strict and I'm like, no, you have enough. And she's like, yeah, you're right. And then I turn around and I buy plush and she's like, Grandma, don't you have enough? And I'm like, it's because Grandma's a real YouTuber. And she's like, oh, okay. Sounds good.
That's the winning phrase.
She just doesn't question it. I'm famous. This generation kills me, though. She's like, how many subs do you have? And I'm like, subscribers? And she's like, subs, Grandma. Like, she doesn't even know what subs stands for, but she wants to know how many I have. Like, what? It's not going to stay there. Oh, Libby ran away. I was going to ask her how her dry erase binder has been going.
Oh. Oh, here we go. All right. Any thoughts? I'm going to visit
go ahead.
I'm going to visit my sister for 8 days. Hard to know. Turn store to vacation or change handling times. Any thoughts?
Oh,
nothing.
Also, first of all, Judith is the only one that's on topic right now, so thank you.
That's a valid reselling question that we should answer for you. My vote is vacation. I love vacation mode. I turned it on vacation mode, and it just changes your handling time automatically, and then it shuts off. It's great, and you don't have to worry about going in and updating policies or anything. So my vote is vacation mode.
I love time away so much. I'll be using it next week when I travel. It's brilliant. You still make sales. You don't have to adjust anything. It's great. You can even set it up to send an automatic message if you want. It just turns on, turns off, and love it. Love the time away feature.
And I would do it that way if I didn't share a store with Libby. So when I go, I change my handling time.
Right.
So unless the two of us
you'd
go together.
You'd prefer to use time away, right? Like you'd prefer to use time
away. Yes. But I think either way, we have proven across the board, Libby, both ways we've done it, that you still get sales.
Yeah, sometimes when she changes her handling time, though, I mean, that one time when you went to your cruise, you changed it to like 21 days and then got a ton of sales like the next day.
Like people were like, oh, perfect timing, 21 days.
That's crazy. So it's 4:00. So it was 4:13. So my dog was like 8 minutes late to eat. He was freaking out. So excuse my absence there.
I understand that. I relate to Chummy.
So, all right, Judith, she got the uranium. We have to introduce you to one of our community members, Pam Henry of Whimsy and Such. She's awesome with glass. She did a master class the one day for us in Patreon, like when we were just doing our everyday listing, and taught us the difference between the 365 light and the 395 light, and
being able to see manganese versus the uranium.
Yeah. And she pretty much specializes in glass. She does cullet. And I think you would, and we just love her. She's awesome, and she's always share her knowledge, and yeah. Or maybe Judith is a glass expert herself, and I'm making a very bold assumption.
Correct.
I don't know. I apologize if so.
That's true. What are you an everything seller, Judith? I mean, you're selling plush and salt and pepper shakers, so I'm assuming you sell everything. Do you have a favorite thing? I'm an everything seller that's obsessed with board games and Lincoln Logs. You guys watch Aspen sort those Lincoln Logs for an hour earlier? That kept her busy.
There you go.
She made a nice little cabin.
That's awesome. That was a really good job for her. Oh yeah, Judith, you're going to be fine with the time away, and I mean, you still have to check messages, and you can still, like, I'd recommend still sending offers. Like, if you're not totally like tuning out and just need, don't want to be involved, that's one thing, but you could still send offers. You can still answer messages. Like, I recommend you can still run sales, like keep your normal stuff up, even while you're on time away.
I feel like Photo Room has an update every time I log into it.
Really?
I just did a second update that I've done today. Like every time I like open the app, it's like there's an update. It's quick. You just hit it and it updates quick, but like
I think it works different on Apple.
Those crapples.
Well, there goes us being sponsored by Apple in the future.
Hey, no, wow, I love my Apple. My MacBook was the single, besides the Rollo. The Rollo is a close second, but I have to tell you, the MacBook, and I did not want to change. I can get twice, if not 3 times as many listings done on the Apple than I could on Windows. It was that much better.
I can barely move a cursor on a Mac. Like,
well, it was a huge adjustment. Like, remember, Molly, I was like, I can't do this. I literally had to pack up because I kept going back to the Windows computer. I had to pack it up and put it away and not let myself touch it until I learned how to use the Mac. Because it was very frustrating to learn. It was 2 weeks, but it was very worth it.
My dad was complaining about his phone the other day, which was a total user error and not the phone. But he's complaining about his phone. And my brother, the only Apple user besides, I guess, my daughter, but my brother is sitting there and he's like, Dad, you just need to get an iPhone. You just need to get an iPhone. And my dad's like, they're talking, and my dad's like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. And I said, Brian, I just want you to know that if Dad gets an iPhone, I know nothing about them, and you will then have to do all tech support for our father. I said, in fact, I think I'll sign Mom up for one too, and then you can just take care of both of our parents and all of their tech issues. And he goes, Dad, have I told you how much I like Samsung? He's like, right. That's what I thought.
So my parents are all Apple. And I think they're Apple support's best friend. They're like, my dad's like, oh, don't worry about it if you don't know the answer. I'll just call Apple. Like, they love it. They love it.
That's awesome. My dad would never call Apple. He would literally throw his phone away and just go buy another one. Like, and then text everybody, I got a new number. Like, he would.
I find Apple support to be very user-friendly and good. They answer, they get back to you quick. I don't know. I've always had a great feedback from them.
Do you know what I've never had to do?
What?
Contact Samsung support ever.
I've never contacted.
I have.
Not once. I've never done it.
Hey, Mom. Busted.
Mom is in the house.
That's okay. Brian turned into an Android fan real quick, Mom. Don't worry. He would never help you. That's not.
So
awesome.
we were down at the beach one time, and my mom was like, my mom's never like really used a computer or anything, right? So she decides she's going to get an iPad or something. So she goes and they go to the Apple store because it was at the beach, and or on the way home. And so my mom says to my aunt, her sister, she says, yeah, I went to go pick up the iPad and get like trained and did the little class or whatever. And my aunt said, oh my God, what happened to your eye? Yeah. That's the level we're at here. What happened to your eye? Why do you need a pad for your eye?
Why do you need a pad?
Wow.
And she uses the iPhone now and the iPad, no problem. So it's very, very friendly.
Mom, I didn't ban you from buying my old phones. I broke my old phone in a reselling accident. And then I bought a really cheap one.
I hope this isn't off topic here, but I have something to list.
Oh,
and I have a
that's
legitimate
good.
issue here. So, all right, I have this box. It's very heavy. It is filled, even the drawer, filled with brand new tarnished silver plate Oneida pieces. Do I count them up and sell them as the box, or do I sell them individual? What am I doing here?
What do you think?
Well, Libby would answer that selling individual. I would end up doing it as a box because I got too many things. I can't be going through all that. I just got to get it up and move on.
I think though, because they're the Oneida, like I think individual. I am all for lotting things up if they're big and bulky and annoying, but those are good individual things.
Yeah. So, all right. So the other question I have is they're in the wrappers, right? But they're tarnished inside the wrapper. Like I'm not polishing these.
Nope. Don't polish them.
Which I would almost say, I don't know if you remember, I had some that came through on that silver I had.
Yeah.
And it was like, which ones do they want then? Because I want the one in the photographs that had the least amount of tarnish or the most amount. You know?
Right.
So that's what I would say. If you're going to do that, just do it as a lot, because otherwise you're going to get people who are going to say, but I wanted the one that, or you got to keep them straight, each individual piece per.
Do you have enough? Do you have enough to do them like as a set? Like you do like a spoon, a fork, a knife?
Yeah.
Or whatever the
No, I was gonna. All right, so this is what I was gonna do: like a set of 8 forks, dinner forks, a set of 8 dessert forks.
That works. Either way, I think that would work good. Then you're lotting them up, but also doing them individually.
I wonder if it sells better that way or place settings. I typically think do it per place setting than per 8 forks.
I'm the person that just ordered
I'm gonna run into that tarnish.
IKEA the small spoons. I did just order 8 small spoons of my place setting because I don't know where those things ran away with the socks in this house. I don't know. So
the dish ran away with the spoon.
Yeah. Socks ran away with these spoons.
Oh, I swear my ex-husband and my kids would just, well, it was definitely him that would do this. Because I caught him doing it. Instead of just throw it away. Like I found spoons in the garbage. Like we never had spoons. We always had enough forks, enough knives. We never had spoons. He would, I don't know, I don't think on purpose, maybe accidentally, he'd just take and he'd just throw it away, like with the old cereal, just the spoon in the garbage. And I don't know if my kids absorbed that because we still are always missing spoons. Always.
That must be what happened here too. Because like Maria is very clean. Her bedroom, like, always clean and organized. I don't look in her closet much, but it's not like filled with dishes or anything. She just likes to shove her clothes in there. But we're just missing little spoons. And I'm thinking, I do think my husband throws some of them away, but absentmindedly, I don't know. Maria put a loaf of bread in the cupboard the other day and left the toaster on the counter. And then none of us could find the loaf of bread. So we went to put
do that. So we don't polish silver before we sell it, or other silverware. So I think people have different opinions about that. Our opinion, at least for Libby and I, is don't polish it because you're going to put it away. And then when you go to ship it, it's going to have tarnished again. which means then you're going to have to polish it a second time. And that's a lot of time to spend on an item. So just photograph it as is and list it as tarnished. And there are a lot of people who actually like it tarnished.
Yeah.
Look for those kind of looks. So that's why
there are people that are very specific about what they're polishing them with as well. They know more about it than I do. And they want to know, like, did you polish this? What did you polish it with? And so it's just easier to list as is. They know that's what they're getting. They can take care of it themselves. Mom, as far as you having a consignor that, we just hit it at the same time. The consignor that wants you to list old Legos, white and blue, cannot find information. I don't know about the information. However, the pop-up market that I did the other night downtown, I now have a gentleman in my phone listed at his name, and then it says Lego afterwards because he wanted me to tell him about any Lego I come across because that is his thing now. So I can send you his number if you would like. He literally had like a card, and he just buys Lego from people. So I didn't have any. I don't know how good it is.
Easier solution than listing it and consigning it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole niche. Oh, so I went to repost our niche video, Molly.
Also known as niche.
A niche, yeah.
Guess what?
What?
The sound was removed. I can't repost it. I can't download it. Anything. Yep.
That was our sound.
It was our sound, but I think
the one from like over a year ago.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
But wasn't it our sound?
BS. It was BS.
It was BS.
It was BS. It was before Samantha. Yes.
Yeah. So we had some like French music playing in the background.
Oh, that they don't have anymore. Oh.
Overlaid on our voices. So, yep.
Well, that sure stinks.
I tried everything. I wasted like 45 minutes of my life trying to get it back because I loved it so much.
It was a funny video, a funny reel.
It was a great video, and now it's just gone forever.
We can redo it. Only now it won't be as fun for you because there's two of us that say niche.
Yeah. You'll be outnumbered, Liv.
Well, people need to know how I'm ganged up on in this group. So
can we do one about the word length as well?
Length. We did one on length.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, Darius Rucker in one of his songs that I listened to the other day, he says length like Libby, and I went, wait a minute, Darius speaks Libby?
Oh.
Wait, how do I don't even hear the difference when you're saying it. Like I don't even know what I'm saying. Length. That sounds so weird.
Length. I say length, you say length.
Length.
Like L-E-N-T-A, length.
Like there's no
You don't put the G in there, you put the G silent. We say length. Like there's a
well, the G is silent. What are you guys?
No.
That's like Nick who says that Nick thinks H's are silent and everything because they're silent in, a couple, so they should be silent and everything. It doesn't work that way.
Bill likes to pronounce the K and everything just to tick me off. So he'll be like, hey, can you hand me that knife? Just because it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Make sure you twist the door knob extra. I'm like, oh.
Knob. It's kind of funny.
He doesn't just drive me crazy.
Knob.
Length.
Hey, Libby, I have a purse for you to take to the cow flop.
She's just sitting there. Length.
Look, you need to buy this for the cow flop.
That would be perfect.
Cowhide on it.
It looked like it. Cow had already flopped on it when I glanced. I only got to see it for a second.
All right, so I am looking up the pattern now of this.
I am like the laziest lister in the world. You notice how everything I'm doing, I'm staying seated. I can measure, I can photograph, I can put it in the bucket, all from my seat.
I think that's there are certain people that have to do it like that, right? So
I'm here to tell you it can be done.
Oh, that's not what that other one was.
Oh, it's the Wallace pattern, I believe.
That's exciting. He is so excited about his finance.
We are still partying like a rock star downstairs in the banking world.
Cheers, Nick.
Just like,
he is having a ball down there with his meetings today on the phone.
doesn't he know that we're always the ones that have to have more fun? Doesn't he know that?
What the heck is he doing down there? He's a normal loud talker, and I'm wondering what the people on the other end of the phone are doing. They're probably like,
But I always talk louder when I'm matching the people around me as well. Like I'm already loud to begin with, and then other people get loud. Like when I'm with my family, my husband just sits there and is like, oh my God, because we're just all so loud. Both sides of my family, just very loud. So maybe the guy he's talking to is also very excited about finances and
you know what? Look,
matching and building.
Geeks deserve to be excited too. So, Yes, I did just call my husband a geek.
Wow.
He is. I love him. I fell in love with a geek.
He's such a cute little geek. It's okay.
He really is. I love that he's a geek.
Well, yeah, because his geekiness gives you that reselling budget that you like so much.
Right. I would have never said those words in high school, but I certainly say them now. In fact, I encourage young people in my life to find a geek and marry him, man.
How old were you when you met Nicholas?
I'm trying to think of what year. Hold on. Let me finish this, and then I got to calculate and think. Okay. I was in my mid-20s, late 20s, mid-20s. He was just a baby. Just a baby.
He's younger than you?
Oh, yeah. When I look at our wedding pictures, I think, oh, my gosh, that poor baby didn't know what to do back then, did he? He was just a baby. I'll have to show you a picture. It's really kind of funny. Now, I definitely robbed the cradle. And he loves to remind me of it often.
That's funny.
Like when songs come on the radio and I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of the beach party my senior year. And he's like, yeah, you mean when I was like a freshman and I'm like, shh.
Just make sure he knows that if he acts up, you go find yourself a younger man. He might be getting a little too old for you,
Right? You think I would leave this set up? Hell no. That boy takes way too good a care of me. He knows what he's doing. He's smart.
Amen to that.
He knows how to hang on to the old lady.
Right, this really shouldn't be this hard to identify this pattern, but it is proving to be quite challenging,
especially for that brand. Like, there should be lots out there.
Well, there's a lot. It has like a beat it like design to it.
Post it in our community.
And there's lots of very similar ones. That's why I can't narrow it down. They're very tons of very similar ones.
Oh, I didn't take a picture.
What did you list? How much did you list that Brahmin for, Molly?
I don't remember. That was 4 bags ago, 5 bags ago.
Good job. Get through them.
I'll look in a minute because I got to move it over. After I do this one, I'm going to do a Shopify to list perfectly to eBay.
So I'm looking on replacements.com now. And did you notice did I tell you this, Molly? They use this, it looks like the same live selling software that we do. Like it puts an overlay on the site.
Oh, really?
But they have somebody on there like 24/7. Yeah, like anytime you go on replacements now, you can see somebody live selling because they do costume jewelry as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
On replacements? Am I hearing you right? Like replacements down the road from me? Replacements?
Yes, replacements.com. They've done estate jewelry for years now. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I need to go talk to them because I got some estate jewelry that I need to. But they don't let you just go there.
She probably sort out the silverware. Like there's probably 100 pieces here. She'd sort it out for me, Aspen would, wouldn't she?
Yeah. You know she would, but she's not there. We all need an Aspen.
I know. She's like, tomorrow we can do this and that, and then the next day we can do. And I'm like, baby, you're going back to Wisconsin tomorrow. Oh, that's good. I miss my mom. I'm like, okay. Like this is definitely the longest they've ever been apart from each other. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Tamara's mom lives like 10 minutes away from her. And so she doesn't even like go to daycare or anything. She just goes to Grandma Melody's. And then sometimes she'll spend the night there. But I mean, like Tamara has never been away from Aspen for more than like one night. I was shocked when she said she could come here for a week. They were here a couple months ago and she's like, oh yeah, you could just take her for a week or two. And then when I followed up on that a few weeks later, she was like, yeah, we'll make a plan. Just it has to be in August sometime. And I was biting at the bit. I'm like, August 3rd, I'll be there. Let's do this. Bill goes, no, you can't be surprised if we get there and Aspen doesn't want to go with us. Like she might change her mind or it might be overwhelming. And I'm like, she'll be fine. She wants to come with Grandma and Grandpa. And he's like, okay, well, you can't be mad if Tamara changes her mind. She might be anxious. It might be overwhelming. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all right.
Well, now it's nice to know she did it. She succeeded. And so it might happen again next summer.
Oh, I'm making plans for next summer already. Mm-hmm.
A summer thing.
Yep.
All right, I've identified the pattern. I believe it's Oneida Silver Arbor, which is going to cause me some issues because it is not silver. Because it's not silver. Like, why does the name of the pattern be silver?
I hate
that. That's annoying.
Put it in quotes.
Yeah.
That is.
But also, don't use punctuation in your title.
It's a no-win situation.
Why are there so many rules to reselling? Hey, Jill.
Jill.
It's afternoon there now. Where's your drink? You're on a liquid diet right now. Does that count? Does that count? Poor Jill. She's so nice. She's like, last night, she's like, I'm doing great on my diet. I'm drinking my broth. Like she's doing that cleanse thing and feeling good and she's feeling great. And Bill brings me a big old piece of chocolate cake.
Oh no!
Oh, come on!
Like midnight, and she's like, "The broth thing's going great," and I'm like, "Mm-hmm."
I hope you turned your camera off.
That ain't right. That ain't right, Samantha.
So the next time Jill does a broth thing, I'm gonna do it with her. We should do a group.
You owe her now,
right?
Know. Jeez.
I should do one and have her eat cake in front of me. That's how that should go.
Just like enough AMSR for you guys, or ASMR, whatever it is. Oh, the crinkling, or can't you hear it?
Can't hear it.
I can hear it a little bit, but
oh, okay.
Nothing crazy. Saw Bill bring it. Well, you were in that room a little earlier than I thought then. I forgot that I was even in the List Perfectly 25 room last night. I was in there for like an hour and a half by myself. Bill brings me cake. We're doing whatever. All of a sudden, she probably heard me sing a couple songs too. I was rocking out. I was listening. I'm having a great time. All of a sudden, Jill's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because I do that all the time to them. Yeah, I had an actual heart attack.
I love it.
I think she did too. Yeah.
This thing is so full. The bottom drawer of this is like jam.
Oh,
open it.
Good, Jill. A good cleanse makes me feel good too, like that, like the just liquids. And technically the diet I'm supposed to have. I'm not even supposed to eat solid food. So I really should do one when we come back from our vacation. Thought about doing one the next couple days beforehand, but I don't want to.
I don't think I'm capable of doing that, am I?
So the way I do it, I get my protein shakes and my vitamins. You can have green tea and bone broth. And then you're allowed to have the one that I follow. You're allowed to have certain snacks, but I'm not allowed to eat those snacks. So like you're allowed to have like 5 almonds a day or like weird, dumb stuff like that. But I can't do any of that. So I just do the liquid pie. I drink lots of water. I have green tea, my bone broth, and my protein shakes.
Oh, I guess
it's not that bad.
Shake, that wouldn't be bad. I was thinking if I didn't eat and I would probably pass out.
The nice thing about my shakes are too is I have flavors like snickerdoodle and chocolate brownie and
oh god, that doesn't even count.
It does. They're super. I brought them to the nutritionist the other day and I wanted her opinion on them because I hadn't seen a nutritionist in years and I hadn't had them look at that because the Shakeology ones that I was doing years ago had so much sugar and stuff in them. But these Thrive ones, she looked them up and she's like, these are actually really good. She's like, you should be having these 2 or 3 times a day and not eating a lot of the food you're eating. And I'm like, yeah, that's smart, but also like really expensive. So
that's interesting.
They help take away from the hangry cravings. See? Jill had a chocolate peanut butter protein shake this morning.
Oh, all right.
Really delicious.
You're just having like bone broth and water.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was other stuff involved here. Okay.
Yeah, like most of the cleanses I've done, you can also do just like raw vegetables.
See, and that's the problem is I'm not supposed to have raw fruits and vegetables. So
that's a problem.
I go pretty much just liquid on these things. I did have a peanut butter chocolate banana smoothie the other day though. And Bill was like, there's no way that's good for you. And I was like, it has a banana. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It also had cold brew coffee in it though. So I highly doubt that it was good for me at all, but it had a banana and peanut butter.
Oh, I love cold brew coffee. I love the nitro brew coffee. Oh my gosh. Hey.
Chummy also loves coffee. Oh my God. Could you imagine him on nitro brew coffee? That would be hilarious. For us.
Yes, for those watching from afar.
Not for Lippy.
I thought he was on his last leg last week. I thought he was dying, but
you did. I know.
Yeah, how's he doing? You took him to the vet. Yeah.
He's good. Happy to report he's back to his ordinary self. He's made a full recovery.
Perfect. I'm so happy for you.
I'm very happy. My heart was broken.
Oh, I forgot she doesn't do bone broth. She makes a magic weight loss soup. I need to know what is in your magic weight loss soup. So
Is that like a cabbage soup? Because I love a good cabbage soup, man.
That's what my grandma used to do, her weight loss cabbage soup. That's stunk, but it's good.
It's so good, but it also causes other stunk that happens.
And that is why I can't eat a lot of cabbage. It doesn't digest very well.
Right.
So I do bone broth because I can put the veggies and stuff in it. And oh my God, I love it when my house smells like chicken broth.
Oh, bone broth. Yeah, it smells so good. I love a good bone broth.
You guys need to go get yourself a snack already. Jesus.
Right? Maria hates it. Like she wakes up in the morning and she's like, "Oh, mom's making chicken broth." And because her whole life, I'm always making chicken broth. And she's like, "Oh, this stuff stinks." I love it.
I do too.
She's like, "We shouldn't be smelling a whole chicken pot pie in the morning." Like,
oh my God, I'm like losing my patience with this.
You already spent way too much time on it.
I'm trying to dig these out. I can't open the drawer. They're all like jammed in there. I'm just thinking about taking an axe to the whole thing. Like, I can't take it anymore. This is my last item from that table that needs to be listed.
Set it down. Go back to it in a couple minutes before you smash it on
the floor.
Sweating.
I'm literally sweating doing this.
You look like you're a minute away from crying as well. So I don't just.
Yes, I'm not agitated.
Goodwill sent me a text. Don't forget our 50% off big back to school savings sale is happening now through August 18th.
The only caveat is you need to be able to film in there. As long as you can film in there, you're good.
I suppose you just says it's similar to cabbage soup, but it is better. Jill, we have multiple group texts. One of them is for healthiness. You could tell us what's in your magic soup.
How about you share that recipe with us, please, ma'am? Ma'am, please. Purda, please.
All right, well, the box came apart.
Samantha, I need you to respond to the email I sent out about Gatlinburg, please. Libby, I need you to respond to the email that I sent you from Gatlinburg, please.
I didn't know if we had to respond to that. So it's just about food. Yeah. Just buy whatever, and I will figure out what you keep.
No. I need to know.
You can't keep track of my dietary issues.
I need to know specific thing that you can eat in the morning. I need to know what you want in your coffee. I need to know specific things that you could make a sandwich with. Just give me, like, if I buy turkey and bread and cheese, can you eat a turkey sandwich? Do you like a turkey sandwich?
Yeah, that sounds great.
What do you eat for breakfast?
My protein shake.
You're going to bring those with you?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you put in your coffee?
I drink it black or I add milk.
Okay, you are easy. Damn.
I'm pretty easy.
Wait, I'm even easier because I don't eat breakfast and I drink black coffee. So how do you like that?
You would like stale tortilla chips from the Mexican restaurant 3 days
I know what to feed her. Yeah, I'm going to
go wasabi peas.
Yeah, wasabi peas and stale Mexican chips, tortilla chips. I'll make sure I eat Mexican this week so I can get a brown paper bag of chips to put aside.
Carmen, you are correct. I am not supposed to eat bread, and I don't normally eat bread, and I pretty much can only eat straight white bread. But I don't tell people that. I just eat the turkey and the cheese, and it's good to go. I'm good. I will also be bringing crackers and things that I can eat with me, like small things, so I can adapt.
I eat sourdough bread.
Carmen watching out for you.
I love sourdough. That's good for your tummy even.
Yeah, I like to eat sourdough. Jill, that link you sent me to Pinterest.
Mom said she listed a Peep cookbook locally. Evidently, any food can be turned into a cookbook. That is true. I have sold Fago cookbooks even. Like, that was weird. Jill, you're still not doing it fast enough. Whoops. I have seen the silverware boxes turned into the neatest game night boxes. Oh.
So, Jill, it opens to my Pinterest page. Just my normal Pinterest page.
No link? Oh, hey.
No link.
She's messaging us.
She's trying to send the link.
Someone help me, please. I'm trying to work. Oh. That's funny, Vanessa.
Is she in here?
I don't know. We got 8 people and only 3 of them are talking to us. So maybe.
That's because they're working hard.
I know. They're listening.
All right. I got to get these bags live on the book.
It opened for me, Molly.
Did it? Mine's just going straight to my Pinterest page.
No, you're good, Jill. You don't have to mess with it anymore. Go back to work.
I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to have you redo it. But when I open it, it does not open. It just opens my Pinterest page.
Give me a flipping minute.
Send it again.
Holy schmoly. You almost just made me say the not flipping F word, okay?
Oh, there we go. Thank you. She just sent it in this group. I'm going to download that, baby.
We now have a third group going.
Mr. C Chats loves soup.
Oh,
so
I like this. How come there are only 3 likes in this video? Philly Fliper came in here with 17 different accounts and then told me to list like I was distracted.
Right?
Oh, hey, what are you guys doing? You're not listening?
I've done like 15 handbags.
We're going to make sure we eat this magic soup next week, okay? That looks delicious.
Please do not experiment with any new foods before or during our vacation.
Oh, that's true. Oh, she's smart. She's
Please
smart.
Not.
Smart. You don't want to rush me anywhere to like pump my stomach?
I think we're going to be okay with the vegetable soup. Now, come on.
Get weird and few. You think I'm not supposed to eat vegetables? You think we're going to be okay with the vegetables?
No new things before we go away.
You know what? We got to give Philly Flipper some heck that he came into all his accounts and didn't like it from every account.
Yes, you're right, Jill. This is for after the vacation, after we eat all the junk.
Yes.
Oh, darn it. I assumed you must have gone all the way through to eBay listings today, Libby. Or is Avery working at the moment?
No, that was me.
Other than cutting the cabbage, I can totally eat all this. The photo is very misleading because it's not what's on the list of ingredients. Like, isn't there that looks like broccoli in there? There's no broccoli on the list.
Darn it. Libby messed me up by going and listing something live.
Did you put the wrong zip code in?
No, because usually what I do when I start, I'll put one, if I'm doing like items, 1 in. So then it adjusts to all my listing things that I like. And then when I do the next 9, it's quicker. Well, because I know Avery usually does his later in the day, and I just did handbags a little bit ago, I just went and moved 10 of them across to eBay. So there's 10 open eBay listings, but now all of them are on the wrong categories, the wrong. This is going to take me a little longer. That's all. Daggum you, Libby.
Sorry.
I'm going to blame you.
Sorry for listening. Sorry for listening.
You're not supposed to do that. That's your son's job.
I know.
The nerve of you. The nerve. You've got some nerve, don't you? Don't you now? Don't you now? All right, I've got to leave in a second because we have to go to this yard sale pre-sale.
You've got
Wait,
to.
What?
You're going to a yard sale pre-sale tonight?
Did you not hear me say that earlier?
No.
Yeah. I reached out to the person and asked if they would let any early birds come because it's further out. And with all we have in the morning, it would be hard for us to get out there. And there's some things I'm eyeballing.
Did you learn that from
as in other yard sales?
Huh?
Do you have other yard sales? Is that what you have in the morning?
Yes.
Hey, it doesn't matter what her reasons are. This is a strategy that we share with our members. You need to not be afraid to message and say, hey, I'm not available that day, but I can come the night before. And that's when you get the deals, people.
I did. And I said, I understand if this is not convenient for you, but felt I should ask because there are some items I'm very interested in. And they came back and said, absolutely. Can you come?
Are you going to film?
I love it.
Well, that's the only thing. Yes, I want to film, but I feel awkward now that it's not like just random people coming up. It's going to be me with a special and a hi. I'm going to film, by the way. Thanks for letting me in early. But I'm going to take it. I may just do it.
I filmed like my entire day
about messaging them earlier too. Like that needs to be a video. That's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
You better.
Well,
Libby, you're not her ideal customer, so it really doesn't matter. That's not.
I am not. I am not. I am no one's ideal customer. I'm a terrible customer. I had to get all this work done so I can enjoy the cow flop and pop pack tomorrow.
I really, really hope Avery gets that on.
Some drone footage?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'll message him now and make sure he brings it. Should I challenge myself to get this table's worth of stuff done this evening?
I thought you already were challenging yourself to get.
No, it was by the time I left for vacation, which is Sunday. So
I was gonna say, and as long as you have to have time to pack. Have you packed?
No.
No.
Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, where are you going?
It might be. You guys don't need to know. You guys don't need to know everything I do.
We had this conversation this morning, Missy, and yes, we do. If you go past your mailbox, we need to know about it.
We need to know.
Well, the good thing is it rarely happens. So,
which is why we were even more shocked that you may have been going somewhere, and we didn't know about it.
I love it.
So, Libby, I'm not just putting clothing under Baby Boutique, by the way. Just so you know.
What tags are you putting it on?
I mean, when I put it in...
You mean in eBay or in Consign Cloud?
eBay. When I'm in eBay, I don't just put it in, like I just did a diaper bag. So I put it in handbags, like bags and purses, but then I also put it in the baby boutique.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Okay. Because it's under clothing. Baby boutique is under clothing, but.
Right. But still, I put everything baby in there.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh my gosh. I gotta hurry. I gotta get going.
I can't believe Jill and Carmen aren't coming to Gatlinburg.
I know.
Jill is so sick of us. She's so sick of us.
She should be coming, so there's that.
She's going to Colorado next year when we plan that one. There's like I will kidnap her. I will fly to her or drive to her and make sure she goes there. So there's no excuses.
I was already looking at it. Takes 22 hours and 17 minutes to drive from here to Colorado.
That's it?
That's it. So Nick's like, why are you telling me this? I said, because I think we should drive. He's like, why? I go, because we're going to source the whole way there and back.
Right. I like this idea. Carmen, Libby was so ready for her day this morning. We asked her if she had a hot date. We did.
They did.
She said yes, which concerned us because we weren't aware, and it's not 2025. And then she said the hot date was with her business and listing, and we rolled our eyes. And,
We did.
It's the truth. You know me, when I say I'm going to do something, I stick with it.
That's my Molly in motion. I roll my eyes. Well, got to roll my eyes at Libby with my Molly in motion. We're funny. We're funny, y'all. We make me laugh.
Girl, will you put stickers in those bags over there? You can start with that number on the left and go all the way down the row.
Is your helper back?
She's back. Do you want to say hi to the people? Look at Molly and Libby are on there.
Hi.
Hi. Howdy, howdy.
Okay. Over there.
Did you see what Char just put up there?
Aspen, you were just on YouTube. Did you know that?
Are you coming to Steamboat? Suburbans in Denver, Colorado Springs. Yes.
I would love to go. There we go. We need to go to Steamboat. You see how it says live and there's 7 people watching and our friends are in the comments? You're on YouTube right now. What? Yeah.
You're a YouTuber.
You're a YouTuber.
So say hello, people.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a little stage fright now. Yeah. All right, let's sticker the shirts.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
You're gonna start with this one and go all the way down the line.
oh, this one.
Yeah.
Can I do this whole row?
Yes.
This row? Not and this one?
We're not touching those ones.
Okay.
Awesome.
This one.
Yes. Thank you, honey. Yeah, Steamboat sounds great.
Our ideal customer lives in Steamboat.
I've got a good friend in Steamboat.
Oh, I forgot you have a friend in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy. So do I. Her name's Char. You may have met her.
Yep. I got a good friend from high school that lives there.
Char, I need you to send me your address. I owe you like several goodie packages at this point, so I need to make you a real nice goodie bag box. But I'll send your address.
was not enough.
Oh, that's why you made this other list of stickers right here.
Oh.
Remember? Thank you.
And I start all this.
Yep. Is that the next sticker?
Yep.
From the last one that you did?
Yep.
Perfect. Good job, Aspen.
That blanket just fell off.
The what?
That blanket just fell off.
Oh, off the bed because Diamond's on our bed.
All right, y'all. I got to go, but I love you. Love you. Love you.
Bye. Have
Bye.
fun.
Bye, Aspen.
Bye.
Char, I do need to send you things. I still owe you burnt chips from like a year ago. Every time I see rainbow chips, I'm like, dang it, I need to send these to Char. And I don't know what I did with your address. So you do need to Facebook message me, and I will always give you my help and advice.
I put 4 stickers on different parts. See?
Awesome. They all have stickers now?
Yep.
Thank you so much. We need another bag to put all these listed things in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an empty bag up here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I really hope Molly gets us some good footage there.
Stop.
Thank you. Are you getting hungry for the dino nuggets Grandpa got you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That big purple bag is all taking all the space.
I know, it is a big purple bag.
There. I put everything on top.
Oh, are you cracking your
time
open there?
What?
You cracking your second can of? I've got to show you what I had in my fridge. So I did have a Twisted Tea original.
Me too.
And then I had this Arizona peach iced tea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. I did not. That scares me that they make those hard, but I hope they're separated well in the stores. My kid loves Arizona iced tea.
Oh, yeah.
There. That way it doesn't look crappy.
Oh, thank you, honey. All right, you can go finish playing your game, and I'll be done in a little bit to make you some dino nuggets.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Okay. I didn't know I was on YouTube.
You didn't know you were on YouTube. You're famous. Is that super cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you go clean up the clothes in the other room, please?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. We say every Friday night that we were going to get up early in yard sale, but Dave always sleeps in. So we are the opposite in this house. I literally have a yard sale group where I just have a whole, I don't even need to make a list anymore. We used to make the list the night before, like from the newspaper or scouring Facebook. So I made it easier. I say I'm going to get up early. Bill actually does get up early, and then I just eat breakfast in bed and take my sweet time.
And you saw the picture of my money mountain, so I'm definitely not, I should not be. I have enough until probably February, enough inventory at this point until February.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
A lot. And I Avery may or may not be bringing another carload tomorrow. The truckload, whatever.
Don't say truckload because it's just a little baby truck.
pilots fit a lot. That's why I had one. Not 18-wheeler a lot, but a lot.
So you're driving your car down to Molly, and then you guys are taking Molly's car, but Molly's car is smaller than your car. But you're gonna shove
her car is bigger than my car.
Oh, I thought she just had a little sedan. Okay.
No, she has an SUV. Mini Pearl.
Okay.
Mini Pearl.
Good.
I mean, if it's tight or anything, I don't mind driving to out to Gatlinburg myself. It's fine.
Well, no, I was just thinking, like, why wouldn't you guys take your SUV instead of her sedan? But I didn't realize that she has an SUV as well.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be some food in there. Hi, Diamond. Diamond, you're already YouTube famous. You don't need to be in here.
Yeah, I downgraded my vehicle. Dun, dun, dun. Well, the size-wise.
But not that much. It's still an SUV. What's her name? Helga?
Helga. You named her. Yeah.
I did name her, but I forgot.
Yep.
You're a good girl. Did you hear me say something about food and now you're ready for dinner? It is 5:11. Is that 11 minutes past your dinner time? You won't starve. You're fine. Chummy actually may have starved. He's tiny. You are not tiny.
Handwriting tags for these.
Good job. I had to use my sweater shaver. Carmen says it's because we don't need anything and I make him work 6 days a week. That's true. I mean, he is your sugar daddy, but you're also the sugar mama. Either way, you guys need to sleep in on Saturday. That's fine. I understand. Both hard workers. My husband came back from Wisconsin without burnt chips. He insists they were only a Michigan thing. I wish I'd have looked when I was in southern Wisconsin the other day, because I don't know about that.
What are burnt chips?
They're literally burnt chips.
What they sound like? Okay.
Yeah, like they call them, the one place calls them rainbow chips to make them sound a little bit better, but they literally just take like the burnt brown ones from each batch that aren't good enough for the other ones, and they put them in separate bags and sell them to people like Shar that love.
Those are my favorite. Wise potato chips here always has like a burnt one in there. Oh, and I just love the burnt one.
Yeah, so they sell entire bags of those here. Like the Better Made company was like, we got this. We'll just make whole bags of them.
That's awesome.
I guess I'll have to bring some to you as well. Burnt chips for everybody.
Yes, please. I know they don't have burnt chips at the cow flop. I'll tell you that much.
Not cow flop. Hey from Bangladesh. Well, hello.
Bangladesh.
Oh, yeah. We had a lot of people from the UK join our group recently.
Oh, really? Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Duplicate. I haven't done a set of silverware in so long.
I don't like doing sets of silverware at all. I will buy the empty boxes and sell the boxes because they're very easy to list.
Right? Yeah, I've sold tons of. You know what I used to when I did the when I had Refab. Well, I guess I still technically do have Refab West. I just haven't done anything with it. I would do like the shabby chic painting on them. We sold so many of the silverware boxes, like painted and.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. We did some really cool ones.
Danny, we are friendly to everybody except everyone.
Except creepers.
Except people that are going to spam us and troll us.
Because then we will just ban them.
Yep.
People that show respect are respected. People that don't, we're not mean, but we will ban you.
It always happens when Molly leaves. What is up with this? Oh, I don't want that. These are peanuts.
Two.
Another sweater.
Tommy did not show today.
Yeah, where is, speaking of our
Oh, I would be a little, I would be a little offended if I was you, Samantha.
I haven't been to the last like 3 of these. He keeps coming to all of them. I finally show up to one. He's not here. I thought we were friends.
I thought you were too, but I think you've been replaced with me.
And then Paul loves Molly more than me, so that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Summer Samantha's not doing well. Oh, I have to check on this development about the dead body in the backyard, though. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, yes. Give us an update.
It's been a couple hours.
I totally forgot that's how we started out, was with the 6-foot lump in the backyard.
Yeah.
Tablespoon.
I cannot see it.
Did they take it down?
I'm wondering if they did. It's not on here.
So my daughter does the she's obsessed, but the police scanner, the app that shows you every time, like for certain cities that the police are dispatched or anything.
Yeah.
Should I have her check Sault Ste. Marie? See what's going on?
Right? So I live across the street from the police station. And that's what, sometimes when there's a lot of sirens, I will turn on the scanner app. we have a scanner group for just south of here. It doesn't really encompass this area unless it's real, unless it's an actual dead body in the backyard. But it's for south of here. And sometimes I like it because we can stay up to date. And sometimes it's terrible. There's so many calls and they're so terrible. They must have removed it.
So maybe it is a dead body then.
It was anonymously posted though, so like, I guess unless people like me were like, let's go for a walk and see who's digging around in their backyard. Might have been causing too much of a commotion.
Well, that's kind of like a little bit of a letdown there. I thought we were going to get some kind of cool update. I got all excited.
I agree. Oh, I forgot my account is restricted. Oh, it's not days anymore, though. It's only 30 hours left that it's restricted.
All right.
I went to comment on somebody's thing to add their garage sale to my garage sale group.
Sault Ste. Marie's going to fall apart without you being able to do Facebook.
I know.
You're holding it all together.
There's like 4 garage sales listed in this group, and I think only 2 of them are in the actual garage sale group. And then it killed me because somebody shared the other garage sale group that is similarly named to mine. And they were like, make sure you add it here. It's always up to date. And it's not. Like, nobody's kept that thing up to date in like 6 years. So there's garage sales on there forever. And I wanted to say something. And I wrote this wonderful, like, awesome response. And then I hit post. And it was like, you still have 2 days left of your. I'm like,
oh my gosh, Samantha. Like, for anybody for that, like, if that happened to me, it wouldn't be like such a big deal. But for you.
And yeah, and it's not like I'm on there ranting and raving. Like, I'm just trying to help my community. I was trying to promote the pop-up market I was at. Like,
so give me the lowdown on the pop-up market. How was it?
It was good. So she owns the property. It's like 800 feet on the road front. So when I got there, she had a spot like designated for me right on the road. There's parking right there on the street, free parking. Farmers markets across the street. There's an awesome cafe next door. And music in the park that's held that night is like a block away. So it was right in the middle of everything that's happening. But a bunch of people canceled on her at the last minute. So there's only 4 of us set up. There was supposed to be like 8.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And it was the very first one she's done. I thought she had done one in July, but she said that when I said I wasn't available, it was too short a notice. She just decided it was too short a notice for everybody and just didn't do it. It's like, well, you still could have set something up. Like, it's your property. Also, she explained to me all the permits and the fees that the city makes her do. And I tried to connect her with there's a couple people I need to reach out to see if we can make some better deals on that. But anyways, it was great. There was tons of traffic as far as people like even just parking there and stopping to go to the farmer's market. They're walking by and they're like, well, how long has this been here? And it was just to talk to people and, like, oh, everybody's gonna be back next week. And there's supposed to be even more people next week. And so it was really good. She is applying for some Michigan development grants. They own several businesses downtown, down the street. Her family does. Like, she has a daughter that runs one, a daughter that runs the other. Her sister runs one. Like, and she just kind of writes all the grants and does all like the behind the scenes work. So she says it's going to be probably 2 years before they get all of the funding and can break ground and actually build something. She's planning on some sort of store space on the ground level, and then the regulation is that she has to have a building up top or a residential spot up top. So I'm trying to tell her to do some sort of indoor market or booth type setup that I could just like go and set things up in once a week. Like I would love to just go in and replenish every Monday, but not have to do anything else with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Talked to lots of awesome people. I only sold like $50 worth of stuff. So I paid for our smoothies and our burgers, and I think we came home with like $10 or something. But I sold not a lot, but I sold some of the bigger, bulkier items that my husband was sick of seeing in our garage and tired of moving around.
That's so a win.
Like I've had these old wooden snowmobile skis, and they were from my grandpa from, I don't know, the 50s. And they came from my dad's house. They're not something I'm going to ship. They were like, 6 feet long. I listed them locally. Nobody cared. I put $10 on them, and literally the first thing we're pulling out of the back of Bill's truck, and this guy is walking over the farmer's market, and he whips around and he goes, "Wait, are those snowmobile skis from the 1960s?" And I was like, that would make sense. And he goes, "Oh my gosh." And he comes over and he starts telling me about them, and he's doing whatever. And then he whips out $10 and he goes, let's go. And like, we didn't even have anything else out of the truck yet. And Bill was like, "Thank God those have been in our garage for 3 years."
I can't believe they sound so cool.
I know. And I'd put them up several times, like locally, of like in different like project ideas, and they would even look cute. Like I just had them like leaning against something with like a hay bale at the bottom or what. They were cool. But nobody cared until I met this guy. He was pretty pumped.
Wow. Yeah, like a restaurant, something that like has like kitschy decor, or yeah.
And my grandpa did. He had a snowmobile sales something rather when in like the 60s. So I was like, "Dad, they probably did come from a snowmobile." And we have the largest snowmobile race in the world here in my town every winter. And
really,
it's like NASCAR, but for snowmobiles. It's called the I-500, the International 500, because there's Canadians and Americans. People come from all over the country. I think the guy that won it last year was from Minnesota. Like, they come from all over the country. They come from all over North America to race the 500 laps at this in the middle of, I think it's the beginning of February. Yeah, so he was like, "These were probably in like the first I-500," and I'm like, "Sure." I have no idea. That sounds great. But yeah, so he got really into that. But it would be really cool. They're redoing part of the track. It'd be cool if somebody wanted to put them up there as decor too. I've never been to the I-500.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a mile away from my house, but I snowmobile whenever I want on my snowmobile, and there are so many people it's the busiest weekend all year long in our town. I usually had to work the ER because it's sometimes deadly. There had been people that have been like speared with skis because they stand on the side of the track and stuff. Like, so I was usually at working the clinic or the ER or some, on call in some capacity for the hospital to help out because it's like an all hands on deck kind of thing. And I just never had any desire to go to it. It's just a bunch of drunk people racing snowmobiles. I can do that somewhere else. Like a lot less people. I used to say markets were for mental health, not making money. Exactly. I got to have a delicious smoothie. Bill got us burgers from our favorite place down the road. Sat and chatted with a bajillion people. Saw my friends from the farmer's market. Like, it was a wonderful afternoon. I loved every second of it. And I was really happy that my husband was not mad that we only made $50. He was pumped that the big stuff was gone. So, because he sat there with me the whole time too. In Aspen, she helped me sell things. So it was fun.
Yeah, I used to do things like that. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was really. It used to be really fun. I know that I do it by myself, but when I had a partner involved, it was we used to have a lot of fun doing stuff like that.
Yes. I used to do, like 1 or 2 craft shows a year. I used to host a big craft show, a charity craft show. The last year we did it, we had almost 60 vendors, and we raised, I don't know, like $5,000 or something for the charity that we were doing it for. That one was literally for mental health, Carmen, because it was for the Suicide Prevention Coalition here in our area.
Yeah.
But I'd set up a booth and I'd do things there, but that was the last one I did, and that was probably 2019. It was 2019. So I got rid of like all my craft show stuff during COVID. I didn't even have any like cute burlap to put on the tables, or like I felt very out of sorts with it. It was not my best run. But we'll see. If I do more next year, I can pick up some cute things to do with it. I have these cute little plastic like benches that we use them for camping. They're made out of like the same stuff like a folding table is, and the legs fold on. They're only like a couple feet wide. And I ended up putting those on top of my tables and using them like a little riser on there. That actually worked really good. I was literally standing in my garage, just like praying for some sort of inspiration. I don't have any I used to have wooden crates. I used to have so many things, and I'm just like, I got rid of way too much stuff.
See, that's why I need you and Molly. Like, I can't do the cutesy stuff. Like,
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, no, I do not. I do not enjoy stuff at all. But I appreciate when somebody else does it. So.
I'm so used to the ones that I did before were like, I was always running them. I was helping in some capacity. I was doing, so it was nice just to be able to just sit there and like talk to people. I really liked it.
I bet. Yeah.
Carmen. Those are adorable. Oh my God, I might need to. Oh, I can't go to the mall tonight. We have Aspen. I might need to go on Sunday when we're back. She just sent me these cute little stands that are at Dollarama over in Ontario, and they are so cute. And they fold up so they don't take up any. Oh my God. I could even do photos here with one of them and it would look cute.
Oh boy.
Thanks, Carmen. I'll be doing that. We have one in the mall over there. One of our malls.
I gotta go take my puppy out. Are you good to hang for a little bit?
I am good. I will keep rambling.
Keep rambling, my friend, because I want to finish this silverware.
Good. Yes. The fall fair. 420 is hitting the road. He is a cute pooch. You are correct. Race to 440 rep. When compared to a race machine for one winter 1970s, I was not a That's fun. Yeah, the standing in the cold for a 14-hour day to see who can make all the left turns just doesn't sound fun to me. I'd rather be out on the snow machine, but I don't know about the racing part of it. At least not the I. That's a lot of laps. Oh, you're taking the 420 stuff. Ah, that makes sense. Take it up there. Tell them that you're there. Because when you're rural like this, like 45 minutes is not a big deal. So once they know about you, they'll travel. That's just going to town at that point. You're just heading to town. I said that to Don the other day, and I said, oh yeah, well, when you just go to town. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, you live in a city. You don't understand. That was quick.
Yep. He's little. It doesn't take him long.
Did you bring him back with you, or you just leave him outside?
No, he's back. He's having his little pepperoni.
Oh. Bill gets a little frustrated sometimes. Maria does too, because they're like, the dog doesn't go to the bathroom for us. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you just let her outside, you tell her to go potty, and then you bring her in, you give her a treat. And Maria's like, I think that's the problem. We don't give her treats. And I'm like, well, she goes potty for me because she knows as soon as she goes potty and runs back in the door, she gets a treat.
Yep. So Chummy is housebroken, but I know we've talked about this before, but he goes in the house because he's spiteful when he doesn't have my full attention. So every time I go away, my parents watch the dog and they swear my mother's like, it's you, you just don't take him out often enough, blah, 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 blah. I'm a terrible, terrible dog mom.
Right.
And then she doesn't say I'm a terrible dog mom, but it might be implied that it's definitely my fault he does this. And I'm like, I don't know what to do to train him. He is housebroken. He knows not to go in the house. Like, he's just spiteful. So, but I think the last time broke her. I think she realizes that he is incapable of being trained. So she hasn't said a word about that he was going to be housebroken by the time I get home this time.
Good. Finally broke her down. That's right. Good job, Chummy. Who's really training who here?
Right. Like, I swear, if I take him out every hour and a half, he gets worse. Like, he's worse.
Chihuahua problems.
My dad's favorite expression was when I had the 2 Chihuahuas. He came to visit one time and he was like, oh, yeah, they're just like real dogs. I was like, yeah, they are real dogs, Dad.
They are dogs.
They are dogs. Just like real dogs. He said that about my store, though, too. When the first time he ever came to visit the store, he was like, oh my gosh, this is just like a real store. And I'm like, it is a real store.
I'd have told him to get out right then. Just leave. Oh, I'm getting all your wind now.
What's that?
I'm getting all your wind. It's rainy and it's windy.
Oh, it's super quiet now. I think the sun just came out in time for the cow flop tonight.
The cow flop. Well, that's good. I'm glad the cow can
flop.
Poop on the street now. That's great.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say the word poop on here?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay,
Yeah, I
good.
think so.
And
I'm
they
still
get
not
them
that
right
clear.
just to go shopping in the city. That's really what it's about. People are like, wow, you travel a lot. I'm like, well, the nearest Target is 4 hours away, people. What am I supposed to do? You have to travel a lot if you want to go to the good stuff. Which my husband laughs at me because I don't think I ever really buy anything from Target. I just walk around with a Starbucks and look at everything, touch everything. But I don't like spending money.
You get in this world of reselling, you get spoiled, don't you? Like you can't buy things at retail. Like you just
no. I picked something up the other day and I said, oh, I don't remember how much I paid for this. I must have waited too long to list it. I can't even remember what I paid for it. And my husband goes, well, it had to have been $1 or less because I don't think you know how to spend more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. I remember we didn't have Starbucks for the longest time. We've only had it for a couple years. So I understand that part. But Dollar Tree. So what blows my mind is we live in the city, the biggest town here for, 4 miles away or 4 hours away, 3 hours away in the UP. We don't have a Dollar General. We have a Dollar Tree and a Family Dollar. There's no Dollar General. However, every tiny little podunk town that only has like one gas station and a post office in our vicinity now has a Dollar General. I don't really care, but I know I used to do some good couponing at Dollar General when I was a crazy coupon person. And it just kind of blows my mind that the town that actually has people doesn't have a Dollar General.
I mean, I have nothing and I have $2 Generals by me. Like how crazy is that? I don't have Starbucks. I don't have any of that, but I have $2 Generals.
Yeah, all the towns around us that I'm telling you, if they have a hardware store, that's pushing it because they just have a gas station, a post office, maybe a bank, and then boom, Dollar General.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pop up like the one has a Dollar General and now a Family Dollar as well or whatever. But it's just super weird.
I haven't been. We have a Family Dollar right next to the Dollar General, but I haven't been in the Family Dollar. I've never been because the only reason I really go to Dollar General is because that's where I have to drop off my FedEx packages.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually there.
We go to Walgreens for that, but I don't remember the last time I shipped something to FedEx. I haven't had to authenticate anything in a while on eBay.
I get a fair bit of FedEx. But I have it on all my listings.
Oh, yeah, I don't do that.
So I let the buyer pick.
You're so nice.
Yeah. Yep, I am.
Given that customer service.
Which reminds me, Molly has a message in eBay that she didn't respond to.
Uh-oh, now she's off sourcing because we've created a monster this week.
Yeah. Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
At least she's listing handbags that have been there for years. That's good. That's improvement.
Yeah. I think she might go off the rails now, though.
She already is.
She's pre-garage. Yeah.
Yeah. She's coming up with ways to go to garage sales because the other garage sales are at the same time.
Yeah. Well, our followers will be happy.
I also hope she's listening to this right now. She should be. I hope Nick is listening to this. I hope they're listening to it in the car at this moment. He's the one that enabled this behavior.
She's doing it for you. If she's doing it for YouTube.
Right. Well, yeah, we further enabled it, I suppose. But he started it with that budget he gave her.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is soft and weird.
What is that? Like a poncho?
No, it's just a regular cardigan. But it is like, oh, I'm really dark over here now. But it is like, I don't even know what this material, how to explain it to you. It's like that fluffy yarn. It's like, I don't know. It's soft, but it's weird.
That'll sell it.
Definitely keywords that should be used.
How not to keyword your items. Well, but weird. Ooh, Molly's calling me. I think we're in trouble, Samantha.
She better be listening to us. She wants your opinion on some silverware sets. You are puke. What's everybody doing this weekend? I'm going to Wisconsin tomorrow. Kind of my new favorite St. Vincent de Paul over there in Marinette. Couldn't convince my husband to go all the way to Minnesota. Tried. Do have to go make my granddaughter dinner pretty soon and spend some time with her. Because she goes back tomorrow. I am shocked, Jill. Absolutely shocked that those are your plans. Also a little shocked that Libby isn't letting us listen to this conversation. The facial expressions are fantastic, though. Do you think we can get her to laugh? Yeah, there we go. That's perfect.
Or she had no idea we were still live.
I'm a little disappointed. She should be supporting us.
I know.
What did she need your opinion on stuff already?
So all right. So I'll tell you guys. So there was this message on eBay and I forgot to tell her. I guess she didn't see it. A guy about a watch. I think it's priced like $240 or something. I don't know, somewhere around there. And he sent a message and it was like I'd like to buy this for $100 in cash. I can pick it up tomorrow in where she lives. Oh, like the zip code she lives in. And he said the end of it was like, I leave good feedback. So she was like, I don't know if he wants to do it on eBay or, whether I should just message him back. And I said, well, then we decided, well, if he's saying he would leave good feedback, he must mean to complete it on eBay. Because I do local pickups frequently that people will just pay cash when they get here. And that's fine.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yep.
Okay.
So she's going to message him back. And she didn't know what she was going to say, though. And then we chatted a little bit about going to the garage sale preview and how they feel weird about taking video. And I said, well, it could still be a cool video if you do like the before. Like, we don't know if we're going to be allowed to film. You know, we're doing a preview and then do the haul.
For sure. Yeah.
It would still be I'd still watch that.
Just talk about it. I mean, that's what I do half the time. I just talk about it.
Oh, Jill's working on her office. Yay!
I know. Aren't you shocked? I asked what everybody's weekend plans are. Oh. I'm excited. She's making progress.
Working on her office right now. Okay.
No, this weekend.
Well, that's still pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
She's like in the home stretch now.
She is. She's so close.
I'm very excited about that. It's way more easy. It's way easier to get excited for somebody else than it is for yourself. Like, I wasn't that excited when I was doing all that stuff last year when I was moving, you know?
Right.
I was more nervous breakdown, but
yeah, she's still on the clock for another hour. She's working right now.
Yeah.
Her main job, that hustler her.
She is.
You still want tags? No, you don't. You are Winnie the Pooh.
All right, I just have the serving utensils left.
Woohoo!
I know, it's exciting.
Okay, when you're done with those, we're ending.
All right.
Because I need to go spend time with Aspen and make her dino nuggets.
I don't want to make her wait on her dino nugget.
She actually doesn't like chicken nuggets. She is an extremely picky child. And so she's just been eating cheese pizza all week, and she'll only eat like waffles with peanut butter on them for breakfast. So I've been feeding her protein waffles. She had some watermelon yesterday. Like, she's been snacking a lot, but like, it's only the same 3 things. So I just keep telling Bill, I'm like, Bill, bring her to the store, and if she picks it out, then like it's ownership. She's got to eat it. Like, she's got to have some buy-in to this. So she picked out these dino nugget things. And Bill specifically said, like, these are chicken. And she said, yep, okay.
Huh.
But she like screamed when I tried to actually feed her chicken. So we'll see how this goes.
Oh, interesting.
We do not, like, Maria is not picky. And we are not a picky eater family. We don't cater to picky eaters or like,
yeah.
Which is why Maria is not picky. So Bill, I keep telling Bill, like, take a deep breath. She's here to visit with us. We're not here to change her. Like, just feed her the grilled cheese and the waffles and leave it alone. Like,
yeah, not your child. Yeah, right. That's not your hill to die on there.
Exactly. Her mom was pretty picky until she moved in with us. And I think that's what he's remembering. He's like, well, Tamara always liked this, and this. But then when she finally tried this, or she finally tried, and I'm like, I am not wasting my time and making everybody stressed out because we want her to try X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I'm good. She did try a piece of a cucumber that we got out of the garden the other day because she's been helping me take care of our garden. She does not like cucumber, but she tried it.
There you go. Yeah, nobody in my family, my kids are the least picky. And my friends' kids who I would watch all the time were like the pickiest. She's like, how do you do it? What's your secret? So I was like, all right, here's my secret is I would take the kids to the pool all day. They would play, they would swim. They would be so hungry by the time they got home. They would eat whatever I put in front of them. I'm like, it is that easy. It is that easy. Like, there's no secret. They will eat whatever you put in front of them if they're hungry and you don't give them an option. Like, there was no like,
that
no,
was like
that's not it. You're just I was like, no, that was strategic. That is what we did, and they will eat anything.
Jill says her kids say that Dino Nuggets are better than most nuggets. Okay, well, shaped mac and cheese is also better than regular macaroni. Spider-Man is like the best one because it holds the most cheese inside the macaroni, the shaped. We joke about stuff like that around here too. Maria also loves Dino Nuggets. I get her veggie ones all the time. The shapes taste better apparently, so that's why Bill went with these ones. And I immediately felt like when they came home, I was like, oh, Aspen, what'd you pick? And she's like, oh, I picked this. And I was like, oh, that's Aunt May's favorite. And so now she's super pumped to eat them. Maria only got to be here for a couple hours that
I was just gonna ask you where she is.
It is August, and in August she spends basically the entire month with her dad living the fair life because they go to 3 fairs. They go to the UP State Fair, which is starting Sunday, and then she shows a couple animals there, and then they have a week off just prepping for the next fair. And then she does our county fair, which is a whole huge endeavor, and she shows tons of stuff there, cows and pigs and everything. And then we go to as soon as that one's done, they basically just take everything from that fair down the road and they go to a small area fair for the weekend. So she is just showing animals for the next month. And our thing has always been since she was like 5 years old that they get her for pretty much the whole month of August. They do all the farm fair things. And then I get her most of September when I always got her the first day of school and then got to do like all the school year stuff. So
that's pretty cool.
So my mom is the queen of the little china and the fancy silverware. And my grandma did that with us too, like the little relish forks and that kind of stuff. I remember helping with that. And so my mom has definitely carried that on with the girls. And sometimes they're like, little juice glasses and stuff. Like they won't drink something or they argue about something. But then if they get the cute forks or they get the little juice things, and my mom has nailed that with them.
Oh, that's so cute.
And definitely helping them make it. Yes, May's college classes do start. And so last year, her college classes start during the county fair. So at the first day of the second fair she's going to, her college classes start. Last year wasn't so bad. They were online. We got her a new laptop, made sure that she was going to have Wi-Fi. Everything was fine. This year she has on-campus classes. She has to actually drive to the university. So it's going to be a lot of juggling.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So she's not showing a steer this year, Mom. She's only showing pigs. And I think that's it this year for that fair. I think she's showing a cow in Escanaba, but not at Chippewa because she has class at the same time. So she couldn't.
What is she going into her junior year or so?
She is going to be a senior in high school this year.
Senior, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. We got her senior pictures coming up. Oh. I also don't know what her schedule is at the vet's office either. She works full time at a vet's office, and I know she
That's
was
what I
going
was just
to.
going to ask you. How is she juggling the vet's office with all of the fairs and everything?
Yeah, she took next week off because she will be 3 hours away. There's no coming back and forth. But I think the rest of the time she's going down to part-time. Our county fair is in the same town as the vet that she works at, which is about 20 miles away. So she's going to be juggling back and forth for that and work a lot that week. And I told her she just needs to go down to like a couple weekends during the school year, but we're going to see. We're going to see what she wasn't sure what the vet had in mind for her schedule. So she's going to update me on that. I am glad she quit the bakery, though, and just has the one job.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, I gotta measure this.
I can't believe I'm actually getting all that whole table cleared off today. I just really honestly can't believe it.
Woohoo!
Thank you guys so much for hanging with me while I complete this task.
I'm probably going to be on somewhere on Sunday as well. Might have to post a link on Sunday so I can keep hustling through.
I will be driving on Sunday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be alone.
Yeah.
Secretly hoping that Avery doesn't like need you a lot so that you can come back to Molly's afterwards.
Yeah. Not quite a hop, skip, and a jump to Pittsburgh from Pittsburgh to Greensboro.
You're just not gonna go backwards? No? Okay, fine.
But I don't know how that's gonna go. So he starts school on the 19th with orientation. His move-in date for the apartment was the 19th, the same day as orientation started.
Oh.
And it's a city apartment, right? Like, it's not easy to move into. Like, there's no parking. Like, you pretty much have to, like, pull up real quick, unload, maybe circle. Like, it's just a nightmare, right?
Right.
And he was going to try to juggle school and be moving in on the same day and all of this stuff. And then the leasing company was like, oh, never mind. The apartment's not going to be ready until like maybe the 23rd. And he's like, I start school on the 19th. Like, my roommate and I are driving from across the state, like 6 hours.
Like, where is he going to live?
Where am I supposed to live?
Oh.
It's been stressful. But God bless him, he's handling it, the whole thing.
That's good.
And he ended up getting another apartment.
Okay. Oh, and then just ditch this one altogether. All right.
Same. He used the Dale Carnegie book, which I was uber proud of him for. Sorry, I'm measuring these spoons. And I was like, all right, well, he's like, I wrote them this email, and I was like, look, I understand you want to do a really good job and you want to make the students happy and blah, blah, blah. I start school on the 19th. That was already a stretch for me to be moving in that day. What do you propose we do as a solution to this? And they gave him the option of a better apartment that was going to be ready by the 19th.
Wow.
For the same price. For the same price.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. Proud mom moment.
For sure. Oh,
yep.
That's awesome.
So hopefully it's ready on the 9th. I don't know.
I was gonna say, now hopefully this guy follows through and they hold.
Well, it's a company. It's a company.
For the company, yeah.
So they have a lot of different apartments. So I think I don't know.
Judith wants to know, did you group same silver in a bundle or by place setting? What did you decide?
All right. So I'm doing it by type. So like all the butter knives are going together, all the dinner knives are going together. So I have like a set of 16 dinner forks, a set of 16 teaspoons. Because Molly's point about the tarnish and people wanting to pick which one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So even if I group them by place setting, I would still have that problem because some of them are clearly in better condition than others. So yeah, so I'm just grouping them by like kinds. And the price isn't, they're not expensive flatware. So I think that's going to work. I think. And I've done sets like that in the past that seem to do okay. If somebody wants like 2 of one, they can buy 16. The price is cheap enough. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know what exactly the right thing to do in this situation is. So probably all together, the whole thing, let's see, 24. Probably about $175, $200, like all together. Yeah.
There you go. She has a set as well. Wasn't sure how to list. Sounds good to me, she says.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless if it was a high dollar value, if they were like collectible, like where one piece was selling for like $20 or certain pieces were selling for that much, I would do it a different way. But if it's a low dollar value, I check the comps. You check I always do replacements.com. I always check them for everything and see what their prices are. Do you use replace, or you don't like to do a lot of that stuff, do you, Samantha?
No, I've sold a couple sets. And I sold them as the set, which I wouldn't do again because that took forever. I mean, when I finally sold them, it was great, but they just sit for so long.
Yeah.
Now I do use replacements for like China sets and stuff. In the last year, I've done quite a bit of parting out China sets and things that I used to not take them on consignment, or I would try to sell them locally if I got them. But now I'm selling things teacup by teacup and plate by plate.
Yeah, I always do that for China sets. Like they're broken up as individual as I can get them. One plate. Yep. Cups and saucers I do together. But cups and plates, and
because people will, if they want more than one, they're multi-quantity listings. They'll buy more than one, and which they do. I have people that'll buy 6 of them or 3 of them or whatever. But man, when you get that message saying, "Oh my gosh, I just needed one more bowl to complete my grandmother's set," it's like, Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, because most people aren't buying whole sets of anything.
No.
They want a replacement. Nobody's buying a whole set. Not nobody, but people really aren't buying like a whole set of china these days.
Agreed.
I think I sold one the whole time I've been doing this, one whole set of china. One.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a random person that came into the store. She was getting married. She came in with her mom and they were looking for like a china, like a set of china to start her. And they wanted an antique one. But I mean, how, like, it was just so random. Like that never happened.
Well, nobody does that anymore. Nobody like gets a set really, but they are passed down and handed down or gifted. Mm-hmm. And then you need to complete them if they're not complete, or if you break one. I like the random stories during the holidays, like, oh, I dropped my aunt's plate, and I'm so glad that you had the 10.5-inch one because that's the one I broke at Thanksgiving. Or
how about January? Like, we sell so much flipping china in January. It's ridiculous because everybody broke something, or they put out the place settings and they realized they never had the gravy boat or whatever it is. Like January. I always sell a lot of china in January.
I love it.
Love it. Yes. Almost done, Samantha. You're going to be cooking your dino chicken nuggets in no time.
Bill grabbed a rotisserie chicken for us. I'm going to make some gravy with the drippings and some mashed potatoes. And especially since it's raining out, we're just going to have like homemade lumpy mashed potatoes and chicken gravy with some peas. I'm the weirdo that just puts it all in one bowl and like stirs it together like it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else in my family just looks at me like Maria, with her she's not picky. She'll try anything. She'll eat anything. But she likes her food separated, and that was never a thing here. Like never in a million years. But maybe because it wasn't a thing, she has grown to need things to be separated. Mom makes too many casseroles or something. I don't know. Oh, good. Judith also has a china set.
Nice.
She says, thanks for the great info. She's going to piece it out. Yeah, I would definitely. They're so cumbersome, and then they sit there for so long because you don't know how to list them or what to do with them or ship. It's the best way, because even if they buy multiple plates, great. Those are easy to ship together. But you don't have to worry about shipping a gravy boat and whatever, all the pieces together. No.
Oh, when Molly would get she did all the shipping in the store. She would get like occasionally people would buy a couple oh my gosh, she would be back there sweating, but like nothing's worse than shipping like 50 pounds of china. Like it is the worst job. It's the worst.
So I had one of those Lennox Spice Villages where they were the little tiny village houses.
When you had that. That was right when you joined Sea Shots around that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was. Yes. So I had that. It sold for like $400 or whatever it was. I split the profits with my best friend because she's the one at the garage sale that told me to buy it. And I told her she was crazy. So she goes, well, then put it on my consignment account. You're doing it now. So that was something that I sweat bullets on, all those teeny tiny little houses. And then I also, which that part wasn't that big deal, but I also had that big wooden rack that had them all. So that went in 2 boxes. Then I was sweating it out because are both boxes going to get there? Like it has to be together. Oh, it was such a mess.
Boy, hear the music from the cow flop. I just might have to go over there. It sounds good too.
You do love live music.
I really, really do.
I mean, who doesn't though? Like, why? Sitting and listening to a band is so relaxing and fun.
Isn't it great? Yeah.
I love it. They have big things that go on right across the river in Canada, and they have a huge, like, year-round permanent structure. Like, it looks like a big tent, like almost like a big circus tent, big white, has a bunch of points, but it is a permanent, very sturdy structure. And they'll have festivals over there, and as long as the wind is blowing right, I can sit on my front porch and hear their entire performance over there. They have music in the park like 3 times a week, I feel like. And I love it. These construction guys across the street from me, they like to play some bangers at night too. They start work over there at like 9 p.m. every night because I think they have full-time jobs, and then they're full-blown renovating this house in the evenings.
Oh my God. And they're loud?
Sometimes it's not obnoxious, but it's hilarious though, because sometimes it's like rap and like gangster music and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is a bit annoying. And then the next night it's like Roger Miller and Johnny Cash. And I'm like, same guys. Like, there's actually a city hall meeting next week because of all the renovations they're doing to this house and the fences they're going to put up, and like all that. They have to get permits, and nobody knows if they're allowed to do all the things they're doing. So they have to hold a city council meeting to decide. I actually got a letter about it because I'm allowed to go in and weigh in as a neighbor. Which I don't really, as long as it's not blocking like the view to turn around the corner, who cares where their fence is? The lady owned 2 houses across the street. She was a hoarder, and she bought the house next door so that she could house her hoard there as well. So she passed away last year, and she had put them on the same deed. So part of this hearing is so that they can separate them. So they must have been grandfathered in with their property and lot sizes, but when she put them on the same deed, they can't be separated now because there's only like 6 feet in between the houses, and there's only so much driveway space and so much. So that's a main part of this meeting, is so that the city can approve the tiny lot for the one house. It's weird.
Oh.
But who's going to buy 2 houses? I didn't know there were so many regulations though. Like, there's a lot of weird ones. Fences have to be 20 feet away from the sidewalk. Was it 20 or 15?
Oh, see, that's what I don't miss about living in like a neighborhood. So many regulations.
Yeah, I'm like walking around town and I'm like, nobody's fence is, well, I guess mine is, but that's different. Like, but nobody's fence is 15 or 20 feet away from the sidewalks. Like, I don't get that. But they're all grandfathered in, and because these guys are doing so much and they're new owners, they have to go by these rules. Oh, Carmen says you have to go to the music. There may be a nice hot man waiting to meet you.
I am not. No.
That's gonna.
And I'm definitely not going.
She's not going to the cow plop now. Let's see here. Judith, last question. Do you message a buyer if you see the post office has tried to deliver your item and can't safely leave it at the address listed? Customer is not picked up from PO yet. I don't ever look at my tracking, so I wouldn't even notice if that was happening, honestly.
Yeah, I don't notice. And I personally try not to get involved in anything the post office is doing if I can help it. Agreed. And just because then you're going to seem like you want to, like you almost are liable for it. Like if they reach out and say something, you know, you say, check with your post office or whatever, but I don't know. I definitely don't intervene on anything. I don't check my tracking. If a buyer has a problem, they generally reach out.
And then if you get the package back, like they can't deliver it, I think they have like 30 days to pick it up, like whatever the thing is, and you get the package back, then I message them and say, hey, I received this back. Do you want to pay shipping again and correct the address, or we can deliver it again? A lot of times they don't even respond for that when I get those back, but
yeah, I have to say, like, I usually reach out, but it's rare that somebody will respond. I mean, people move, people, pass away. Like, there's all sorts of like weird things that happen that you don't want to, I don't want to be involved in. Like them saying, oh, well, can you ship it to my new address? Or can you, when it comes back, or can I have a refund? It's at the wrong place. And
so I had a guy, the last time something like that happened to me, I had a guy that lived on some private island near Texas or something, in Texas. And I shipped the item out, totally normal. It was an eBay order.
There's islands in Texas?
I know, right?
What? No.
And I shipped it out. It came back a couple weeks later. I messaged him and he said, oh, the stupid post office, my carrier won't deliver down my private road. Like he was whatever. He talked about this island or whatever. And he goes, add this second line in the address that usually does it. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll need you to, how would you like to be invoiced for the additional shipping? It was like a $5 item or whatever. The shipping was more than the item was. And we went back and forth. He was totally fine. He paid, blah, blah, blah. I reshipped it. It got delivered. His feedback was positive, but he was complaining about having to pay shipping for the post office's error. And I'm like, what? Why is this my fault? At least it was positive, but it was a huge rant about the post office in my reviews. But if he knew they were picky about his address, why did he add the second line the first time? So I just responded with like, please make sure you update your email address so this doesn't happen with future orders.
Oh, that was good.
That's my go-to response for a lot of things.
I just don't. I don't know that I would have responded to that. I think it was a neutral feedback. I forget if it was a negative or a neutral a month or two ago. Somebody ordered these ridiculous shoes. I got in these ridiculous shoes. When I say ridiculous shoes, I mean like 5-inch platforms and 10-inch heels, like crazy. Like people would wear them like to cosplay, like for costumes, like they were crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Like, crazy shoes, right? And a lot of them were higher dollar value one. I sold off all the ones that sold for a lot, like, 100, 150. And then I had like one pair left. It was still worth a good bit. I think I took like a $10 offer on these shoes because I just had them around forever and they were the last ones. And ship them out to Oregon or something, like across the country. And they gave me this feedback. It was like, these shoes are very uncomfortable and impossible to walk in. Like, did you look at the picture? Did you see there was a 5-inch? Like, what did you expect? What?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't respond to that. I was just like, I don't know what do you even respond to that?
Right, like I don't know. I am sorry that you can't read or see the photos. But you definitely wouldn't respond that. But sometimes you want to.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm like literally speechless about that one. Yeah. Did you think they were going to be comfortable? Like, I don't. That's what I get for taking such a lowball offer on them, right?
Right.
I just was asking for abuse.
I have a whole minute. All right. Second tea is on.
Look at that. What perfect timing, because I just finished putting all of those into list perfectly. Like literally just put Avery's name on them in list perfectly. And I am done.
Woo! That's awesome.
And you're done with your twisted tea.
Oh, thanks, Judith. Thanks for watching me day drink while we list. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for commenting on our videos and hanging out with us and asking awesome questions.
Yeah. For keeping us on topic, right?
Right.
If Judith wasn't here, I don't know. I really don't know what would have happened by this point. My stuff definitely would not have been listed. And I definitely wouldn't have done anything helpful for anyone.
We wouldn't be monetized anymore either. We'd probably be banned. We would have lost our channel. Yeah. Off the rails. She kept us on topic.
So appreciate you.
All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I will probably post a link to come list with us in the Patreon sometime on Sunday.
Which Patreon is free. You can join.
Yes. Yes, it is. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. We will see you at some point. If not, we will see you on Monday. And that's it. We're done.